Yeah, that's one of the things here, right? We're used to the B hits. The A is something that I really think you need that mid control to get the most out of here, but Boomich, he wants to get the most out of this round. He's heard some footsteps, would love to get a Galil in his hands here, and I don't think Hamanek's ready for this. Bring around the Rosie.
So loud about it. Boomich, perfection. Oh dear! He's let that one go.
There's some nerves. We're starting to see a little bit of shakiness out of Navi here early. They're not going to get too much more out of this unless they walk into the Denner Electronic. And Nexa looked like he was flirting with the idea for a moment, but as I mentioned, the economy for both teams is very fragile. This is G2's chance. Don't give these weapons up and take that away. Great stuff there. Nexa finds Electronic sleeping, and we're going to call this one 4-4. We're all tied up here, and it will have to be the eco from Navi now. This map, historically speaking, it's been CT biased, but over here at the Major, starting to level out a little bit more, getting closer as far as these two sides go. So far, so good for both teams. But Navi are likely to lose the lead here.
I'm impressed that G2 shook off that loss to the Pistols.
Yeah, that was rough.
Straight back. I mean, they've got 4 of the last 5 rounds under their belt. It's Navi that look likely to concede another here.
They'd love to upgrade into these AKs, right? But they're going to need to hold on to these Galils for as long as they can. So 3 players over towards Lamps and Cave right now from Navi. Simple top mid bit patrolling Donut. 3 USPs, a P250, and really it's just the UMP. We have to turn our attention here to Perfecto. He's the only man who can find too much traction. They're jumping up again, the same play, mid-control into Tetris. Perfecto might get some company.
Information.
Tower advantage here.
Nico, however, is addressing the situation. Perfecto still a threat, but silenced immediately afterwards.
I think we can call this one done right now. Last 2 with USPs in their hands. Bomb making its way towards the B side of the map here. Not going to take too long with this one. Get their mollies down, get the smokes in play as well. Don't take any risks.
Well, it's kind of G2. If any of our newer viewers haven't seen much of Ancient, you've got to see both bomb sites over the course of these last 2 rounds.
We're being spoiled here. Next round, we get the 2400 as the loss bonus, so that's going to mean Navi's buy. It's not going to be super strong now. Simple, I don't know what you're up to here, mate. I don't think you could get a lot out of this situation.
Neither can see.
On the fade, goes on down. Nexa with another. Nexa topping the charts right now. 9 kills for him along with Nico. Those 2 have the most frags in the server. Simple with 8, Electronic with 7. Middle point here of this first half. Now, needs to be a turning point rounds, and wow. We're talking about the budget rifles over there for G2, the Galils. Take a look at Navi's buy. Take a look at this. They've gone for Famises. They need the utility. They're opting for nades here over the firepower of the Silenced M4.
Product of that diffuse round. God, there's a lot of util. Flames. All over middle. And smokes for good measure as well. He wants it. Electronic commits. He's only got 13 bullets. He won't have enough. Silence now, but it's Simple's mid-hold. Nico needs this. Ooh, 20 HP and counting. They've already turned a 2v4. And this now a 1v3. Amanek was a component previously.
If he gets moving right now, he can just isolate a one-on-one fight against Bit, the A defender. Perfecto on Boomich still over towards the B side, but he's not to know that. Cuts noise, takes his time, and has a decent amount of utility to work with this. A smoke could be towards Donut, a molly for Temple. Take a bit of a risk in this situation. You got 2 options. Try and get that bomb down, or take a fight early, turn it into a 1-on-2 situation. But Amanek creepy crawly in towards A. Mantle up towards Temple here, and might get an opportunity to find the timing on Bit.
If he starts to reposition. Safe for now.
He's going all the way through CT spawn here. If he goes highway towards B, Perfecto and Boomich are checking. It's back around towards A. This angle Bit might not be expecting here.
He will now. Looking for a plant. Playing for the team. $800 minimum injected into everyone's bank. And oh, he's already low. Bit finding the tip of the head. Now looking to reposition. They're coming. Oh, spotted on his retreat, and that's the end of that. Well handled.
Right now, if you're Navi, sure, get that diffusing as quick as you can, but go and pick up whatever AKs you can find. I think there's one brought on through, and Simple had an M4, right? We need to take inventory here, because this game right now is all about the economy. Both of these teams are in a position where their bank is pretty rubbish. In the next round of play, G2 have facilitated themselves another buy, but think about this, we're on the knife's edge. When you're close to that min-loss bonus, right? When you're at the bottom of the barrel, as we like to put it, you need to make sure you're picking up all the goodies. They get the AK, they get the M4, they do what they need to do here, because guess what? G2 are about to bounce back with some AKs of their own. No AWP here by the looks of things for Navi. That was huge. Simple, right? That molly, I think it missed. There's no way he should have been able to get away with that. It looked like it was way too shallow. In towards mid, Simple behind the flames gets two, so the impact right there from Simple was massive. But now we're turning our attention. No more mid control. We're heading straight towards B. They want to punish Perfecto and Boomage.
Early stop molly. Keeps the CTs away from aggressing ramp.
Oh, nice nade.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Already bleeding. And he's gonna, oh, he's coming in. He wants to play ahead of it. Looking the wrong way, it's Boomage. Pierces the ears of Nico. There's pace to this.
Have util as well. They can smoke this off and explode. Nexa already pushed up in cave. Could be good for a kill. The spam, trying to make sure nobody's home, but more util being thrown on out from both sides here. Electronic, Perfecto, Boomage, all ready to defend this.
This just looks like an unbreakable site.
Venda mais na Black Novembro com a Samap. Você garante a sua maquininha com um mega desconto e aí...
Smoke. Comeu, Perfecto comeu. Olha o Hunter. Cara, o Hunter, ele pode ser o diferencial pro Nico, velho. Porque das últimas vezes ele não tinha, né, o primo. Eita, tá querendo... Porra, Simple. Olha o Amarok, 6-5, que round da G2, sem dinheiro por completo pra nave, 6G2, 5...
8.021 subs, galera.
Olha aí, que beleza, hein? Porra, empurra! Olha aí. Parabéns, hein, velho? Porra, cabe 10, cabe 10. Olha aí, ó, cabe 10, cabe 10. Olha aí.
Nossa, mano.
Que beleza, hein, velho? Olha... Onde cabe 8, cabe todos, né, velho, Vamp?
Ô, perdão, vazei aqui. A gente tava nessa meta há muito tempo, a gente chegou nela, velho.
Que beleza, hein? Porra, olha aí, que momento,
desculpa pela vazada
velho.
aí, mas também sabe que não seria possível sem vocês aí, mano.
Isso,
Da hora
velho.
demais, velho.
Porra.
Muito obrigado aí, tamo junto.
É uma grande festa, é Major. Que beleza.
É uma grande festa, Gaules. Botafogo 2-0 no Vasco. Tira a chance do Vasco de subir e assume a ponta da Série B.
F, hein, mano?
F aí aos vascaínos que estavam durinho esse ano.
O Vasco... Ele ainda tinha chance de subir, né?
Tinha, tava duro, né? Os últimos 3 jogos empatou um dos 3, e aí...
Towards A again. Zeus in the hands of Boomage, really?
I think we'll save the sound effect for online.
Fit's got a CZ, perfect weapon for the job up here. Should be good for one.
You can't fumble this. And Bit is striking nicely. The Deagle tested, just shy. And that's the last.
Cleaning house now.
Maybe on the rotate, yeah, caught jumping. Nico should have this every day of the week. Especially Championship Sunday.
Gonna get pushed here, so 1 and 2, and there it is. G2 with 7 rounds to their name. Starting to turn it on here, and their map pick, it, you know, felt like it was out of desperation, that Navi map pool. It's beautiful to see. But taking it to Ancient, taking it to the newest map, it's working out so far.
It makes a lot of sense if the confidence was there for the OT side. And Chad, we talk about Ancient having a defensive bias, albeit by a small margin. This is a good haul.
Yeah, right. Historically speaking, for sure. I think here, if Navi are able to get to 8. That's a great bounce back from them, all things considered. But again, it's a couple of Famises in the mix. Simple's got the big green out in his hands. The AWP back in play, and Nico again there. Just like in the contact, he might even walk up on the timing here.
This guy flashed off. Simple knows, and Simple's quicker. That was aggressive out of Nico, but the squad is still coming. The pressure is still mounting.
They're in. It's going to have to be a retake situation here.
Only one kit. Keep your eyes on Perfecto, and Simple plucks Jax from the pack. The hard clear. The P5's there, and straight through the corner. 3, 4 from Simple. This is his world. We're just living in it, looking good for the 6th, and they don't lose a single play. Look at all those AKs, Chad. 4 Kalashnikovs and 4 frags out of Simple.
Hey, he's just calm about it here, Simple, isn't he? This is the major performance in the final you want to see. Guess what? 17 kills for Simple now.
Just a casual day in the office.
This is the man you all come to see, and he's putting on a show. The first, the flash is fading. Nico trying to take some liberties. The second, the reaction shot. This one, only the bullets to work with there onto Amanek, and they just keep on coming. Simple, he almost does it alone, but his sidekick of Electronic, he takes it away.
Chad, he has the same amount of frags as 3 members of G2 combined.
Quick maths. Doing that not only...
That was a risk.
Yeah, different stakes right now, isn't it? Back again, the AK's out. Slowing it down again in that mid control. Much of a muchness. The boost on over. Nobody aggressive towards Tetris, giving Nexa and Nico some more room to work with. Vector's been brought over towards Donut here, so a change in the CT defense. They're adjusting on the fly. They took that timeout, and this adjustment's come on through. Spam from Boomich, risky maneuver, bullets back.
Oh, it's close. Narrow margins keep Nico alive.
Since the update, that has been so spammable. It's paper thin, and Boomich thinking about it.
Oh, this is his time. He will swing on this. Oh, but Nico bests him. Everything pointed to Boomich taking that frag, but Nico has pulled it back into an advantage for the G2.
They've actually pulled a massive rotation. Perfecto left Donut, Electronic left top mid. He's trying to babysit over towards this B lane back area, but the rest of the G2 mob are going with what's worked. They go and pressure bit over towards A. He's in Donut again. This time, it's going to be a main push. 4 through, Nico the only man over towards B.
Got a little idea.
Wait, there's only one smoke on Amanek to take this site. Depends on the positions right now of Electronic and Bit. They can lock this down, the 2 of them.
Oh, well, he doesn't miss. An 18th inscribed in the feed, and Bit collects as well. Oh, it's disastrous. What can you do? Simple Electronic in pursuit of the 7th, and they're just taking it in turns. 2 from Electronic into this one. The lurky boy from Nico. No time.
Just worth the save here. They're going to need that going into the next round of play. The last round here in this first half.
How's the fun?
Yeah, 1,900 coming into the bank balance. I'll let you guys at home do the maths. It's not going to be looking great for some of them. Hunter, Jax, they can buy. Nexa with a Galil. Amanek, yeah, he's in a rough spot here. And Nico is just going to be able to buy some nades. But they should have enough here to make a competitive go at it here in round number 15. But take a look at what Navi have picked up. 4 AKs. 4 AKs in their hand with the AWP. That's a dream here, especially with a player like Bit in the server today. See a MAC-10 coming out, Tech 9, maybe something pacey again, right? We still can see that gear shift. It hasn't come in a lot. Hunter, Jax, default spread one more time. Mid control granted. B is where they've taken a big chunk of damage early here. Running through the flames, taking a nade into Boomich. He's got one, and there's more to come. Boomich with the second there, shuts them down.
Get out of my house.
Need to find an opening here, the 3-on-5 situation. Boomich is still low. A little bit of map control here mid. They could turn their attention, but it feels like G2 are heading back towards B, and this has been a great first half, but you'd love to get one on the way out the door.
Momentary calm spreads around the Avicii arena. Last round of our first half, and already with a limp G2 in pursuit of the B-bomb site. Rejig the setup. Hard clear. Jax looking the wrong way. Easy as that. Just 2 remain for Navi to take this half and take it with a W.
Telegraph now. Going to need some bangers of shots here out of Hunter and Amanek. Timer problem. 25 coming in.
Simple as an AK. Ready for this. They double peek. Need more out of them. That'll do nicely. Navi 8, G2 7. And even a fair here on Ancient.
The conversation coming into this, the battle of Simple versus Nico. Well, Simple, he's here to play right now. 20 kills in the first half. That's massive. That's what you want. That's what you sign up for. Nico with 13. It's not that he hasn't had his moments. You can see how much has been put on him. The fans are loving it.
I can't believe, Chad, that for some reason I had a moment where I didn't know if we'd have a full arena. I don't know why I asked that question. Counter-Strike fans have come from all across the world, and we are absolutely packed tonight. Much love, Stockholm. One more time, can I hear you?
There's the pistol here. P250 in the hands, and Amanek, he rips it straight on out. Big shot through the smoke. Away they go.
A whole lot more. Look at
pushing
this.
in. The Julies as well.
The Kovac cousins clearing. Nico doesn't need his help. Hunter's just there to spectate. Navi in a tailspin now. 2 casualties very early into the piece, and one of them is Simple. 20 frags will be kept to that in round 16.
This is G2's round now. So much time here for Navi to work with, but they don't have anything as far as control goes. Bit passive. Boomich and Perfecto tucked over towards B. The bomb needs to be scooped on up. They have that one flash for Perfecto to work with, and well, right now the B-bomb site is pretty open for business. Hunter here, he doesn't realize that Boomich is in pocket, has no idea there's very slinked on past. These jiggles is how they're going to confirm the B control. It's running on back now, 50 seconds left, bomb scooped up, Nexa starting to float on over. Nico calls mid-clear. They can start hedging their bets right now, G2, over towards the B-bomb site.
He picked up a couple of nades there. Just as he looks away, pressure mounts for a moment.
Nico's flanking here. This could be the round. He's going to be there so quick. They're going to be so worried about Nexa, Hunter in the site. Nico's going to be here in time.
Oh, he's so quick. Just need to distract him already. Puts Perfecto, pins him to the wall, and it falls apart. Perfect. Unscathed. G2 take a pistol.
That's huge from them. Right, this is their pistol. Now they need to do what Navi did. They need to convert in the second round. Here's the drama. Here's the problem. Navi, they actually have the highest second round break in the whole tournament. 66.7% for them, right, the highest. The next is FaZe at 57. So right now, if Navi choose to force buy, this is still going to be a difficult task for G2 to get past.
Oof. Satisfying to see the Julies.
Not going to be the force buy, just a light one here with a couple of pistols. Deagles, P250s, a Zeus for Boomich. Oh, Perfecto, this is quick.
Okay, very quick. Will he be cleared? The answer is yes. Nexa provides it. More
Still
to
coming.
come. Yeah, they're just going to deny all of this territory. Boomich has already slipped on through. He's got Zeus.
Almost the perfect weapon for the job right here.
It could work. Oh, just far away. Just a touch too far.
Good stuff from G2 now. They've mopped this one up, right? Only 2 more players to find Electronic a bit. They're walking into A. Jax to deal with that. Bomb spotted. And that is done. Jax with 2 big kills there to confirm. Now the AKs will come out. The buy should come through from Navi here. G2 have taken the lead again. But let's see what they have installed. This is their map choice. Why have they picked it? What are we going to see in the change-up at the CT side? Both these teams have only played Ancient once throughout this event. The #1 Sexa fan in the audience right there.
Yeah, I think she's lost her voice. Been in the front lines for the entirety of this, and I mean, he just keeps winning.
Look at this buy. Perfecto into a Deagle, left $800. Boomich is, we've got the Galils. This is odd, and they have to deal early with Hunter. The Molly's going to corral them.
It might bait them. They might think it's just
Not
the
clearing.
A-play. They're not going to clear him. Simple!
Oh!
Everything suggested that was Hunter's frag, but Simple turns around and slaps him.
How's he done that?
No idea.
You can't be missing those. Not like this. They're coming on in. Amanek's turn. He doesn't miss.
He's going to have to find a whole lot more than that. I love the smoke and play around it. Nico's got a nade and the FAMAS is there. Nico gone. Only one man, and it is that MP9. Clearing does spot the first. There's more to be found, and there's an AK for him to play with, it looks like. And he'll answer his own questions now with the smoke fading.
It's great answering these questions, but Perfecto has the rotation. Bit taking the bomb all the way over towards B. Perfecto right now, if he guesses correctly, he can deny next to the territory, but look at this, coming through Donut. He might slip straight past. He might be able to make his way up and behind. Perfecto won't be ready for this.
He might spot him when he mantles. He might. He's not moving though.
Bit's looking. Bit's ready for this fight. He needs to win this or Nexa could just run on in.
Oh, he didn't spot him. Just slips the corner.
This is the gap. He's through.
Oh my God, he hasn't seen him. No idea. Nexa has managed to thread the needle between these two. Perfecto's still worried about A.
Bomb's halfway gone. Over halfway gone now.
He has a smoke in a kitchen.
He's looking to save. Nexa could pull this off.
No. Smoke on the site now.
He's not going for it. He's just saving. He had everything he needed and more.
Oh, wow.
Gives it up. No idea. In the dark, and Navi, they walk away with that one. That was a biff on A. Stuck in the A main choke point. That initial kill, how does Simple hit that? He's not even looking.
Hunter needs a little bit of a pep talk after that one. That will get under his skin. Make no mistake.
Whew. Not going to get too many opportunities like that in a final like this, right? The player's not looking your way.
Simple staring at a stone wall as you pull the first trigger.
Yeah, going to need to convert those. Look, it's not the end of the world for G2 right now. They can get back in here. That saved AK, actually worth its weight in gold. This is it. Not looking. And it manages to hit that one there. Red face for Hunter, but 9-9. We're still tied up. B control taken. Lane is Boomic's. Perfecto there to chip on in. Lots of space right now for Navi to work with as G2. They wait and receive for this kind of attack. Nico in lamps. Kits in play, util there.
Oh, that's an opener. Nexa just wants info and he gets a bullet straight between the eyes and there's more to come. Simple, 22 frags here in round 19. Posturing for control. Nico advancing straight through the flames. Oh my God. And there's more. Electronic at least keeps the advantage in Navi's court, and we've got 60 seconds for this one to once again slow down only for a moment. They've cleared out Bit. Things will level out and things will slow down.
Jax is still coming here. If Jax pushes the issue, if he gets a bit of a timing right now, they're going to lock them in towards Cave. All three grouped up. Hunter here as well. They've hedged their bets correctly. Everybody from G2 can respond to this.
Simple's responsibility, and it's Jax's. Make the choice as to when he strikes. Contact to be found here. Smoked off. That Hunter. A lot of opportunities coming his way. And that's a quick one. Nice headshot. Tucks in. Playing for Amanex. Fallen. Nice from Hunter. 2 headshots.
He's aware.
And he knows where they're coming from.
He's going A.
One-on-one. 15 seconds and Jax is on the hot pursuit. Perfecto will get the bomb down. Jax is going to be just behind him.
The chase is on. The time is the problem here. He has to just plant. Jax knows he has to stick it.
Plants for the A-Hall side. Jax makes a step. Holds the headshot angle. The Frenchman up against the Russian, and Jax will take it. Vengeance. And a 10th. G2 find double digits first, and that is 3 of these 4 defensive rounds going their way.
Great stuff from Jax there. Precious situation. Absolutely precious situation. You see the games that are being played late. You know, Perfecto, in that moment, understanding he has enough time to run towards A, not stalling out, not getting worried about the fight, but Jax, he takes the time, he understands how that game can be played, and then his aim, he backs it. He takes the fight, wins it with ease, and puts Navi back in a questionable situation where they take their second timeout. Now, the last time Navi took a timeout, they immediately bounced back, right? Blade changed the script. He flipped it on them. They have enough money to buy here, at least on a couple of their players. Boomich with 4.6, Perfecto 4.5, Simple with 4.7. The other two of Electronic and Bit, look, it's not going to be great, but they can justify the purchase because it was a one-on-one. Right now is where you want to keep the pressure on, and this has been the story of this entire map so far. Neither team has been able to break away from economical woes. You haven't been able to build a bank. This has been a back-and-forth game. Great stuff there from Hunter, right? He set this one up. He hit some big shots. He made up for the boo-boo in the previous, and that buy is out.
Perfecto's usually good for those. You can see he's almost a surprise to him.
He's pretty good in the clutch. Tech 9, Mac 10. Still the default spread for Navi, not wanting to take any risks early. Simple teed on up to take the mid-fight, but nobody going to push the issue. Again over towards B, and this time early Cave presence. Deep molly towards the divider. This is going to hold them back, but Nico's already ran through these flames. Will he do it again?
I think he's had enough of that.
2 of them here, they are going to fight.
Through the fire and flames as it fades, and it is a Dragon Force of Navi. Breathing life into round 20. Hunter's silenced as well. this one will just peter out into nothingness, and those 3 frags happen very quickly.
We haven't had a lot of this, right? We haven't had a huge amount of saving going on, but the issue right now for G2 is Simple is on the prowl. He's already close mid. Jackson and Amanek are over towards that site. Simple can actually start crawling, right? If anybody has the liberty to overstep the line in the server right here, it's him and Nico. The bomb ushered in towards the site will go down. Electronic is also starting to turn his attention for the hunt, right? They can probably throw 2 guns at this. You can justify giving 2 bodies away. Amanek and Jax need to hold on to this. There's no loss bonus going forward for them. 1,400 in the next. If they want to be competitive in the next round, they need to live.
Deerstalker's firmly affixed to Simple's head.
Still have 20 seconds for this. There's clear intention. They are looking for the G2 members.
If he steps, they will hear it from Donut. He's walked the whole way. Tucked in tight. Light on time here. There's going to be contact. There's going to be contact. Hold. And that'll do. Jackson Amanek holding on to everything. And they commit 3 to that, Chad.
Yeah, maybe bitten off a bit more there. You can chew Navi. The drop should be fine. They can work this one out, but they aren't going to be building that bank we keep talking about. For G2, keeping 2 alive with the cheapness of these M4s, right? It puts them in a position where they can actually drop guns, right? The buy that you would have been seeing coming into this round, it would have been nothing if they lost those. So this is huge for them. They can stay competitive. We can keep this one tight. 10-10, all tied up here. You know, there's no defining point. Neither team is relenting right now.
I've seen Nico's Deagle do unreasonable things and whistles one past the ear of Boomich.
Space taken though, and they've loved this pressure. Both teams are fighting over cave control quite religiously here, and that's a great nade. Electronic chunked on down. Just dropping a couple of extra nades, yeah.
Oh, smoke, yep, nice extinguish will buy time and maintain control at least of the site, but cave now occupied. Suppressing wallbang deters Nico from the safety of that corner.
He's going to have to take a risk here, Nico. Looks like he's pushing forward. Flashed off for now, but I think he'll reconsider that.
Deep smoke to buy time, maybe a bit of attention towards this cave. Hard clear on Boomich, and he's taking it here, and that's not bad, but that's better. Boomich gives us a 4v3. It's so telegraphed.
The second wave's coming. They want to push. Jax is coming in. Jax.
Got to clear him. Boomich looking the wrong way. That's great. We need a whole lot more. Oh, Jax delivers when it matters most, and there's more knocking on the door. Bit silences him, but still that 2v2. Can't deny the plant. Hunter chooses not to reveal who he's coming from. Time on that smoke, fading now. Oh, pressure. This could be interesting. He looks away. Amanek has a chance, but Simple again. Quick adjustment. They're both in here. And he found the first one, doesn't clear the box. Bit holds his nerve again. That's another 1v1 for Bit.
That hidey hole right there really played into that round. You could see how Navi used it, and that was so much pressure, but immediately the shoe put on the other foot. G2 are the ones who are broke right now, and this back and forth nature, this is what you want to see. This is what it's all about. 1v1s, as close as you like. No timeout being called here. Jax, you know, you feel he's done so much here. The second is great. Rock in a hard place. Having to worry about cave and long goes on down. But Simple's done that twice now with the readjustment. He's looked away and adjusted in time. Saving his team when they need him most. Well, you can't deny his presence in the server right now. 23, but guess who's rocked up to play as well? Electronic with 17. The big boys, they're here tonight. Full eco taken. Hedging over towards the A side of things at G2. This one here should be a foregone conclusion. Look how forward Electronic is. He's taking so much space. Regardless of these rotations back on over, Simple might get to pad his stats even more so here. They're combing through mid.
It's so insane to me that Bit can... Oh, there shouldn't be anything more than this. He can hit those heads every single day. Continues to farm up. And with 3 added to his tally, Electronic cleans up. 73% headshot ratio from this kid. I can't quite process that. The average at the previous majors, we're talking 40, 50. And over the course of this undefeated spree, he has been body bagging through the dome more often than not.
This is a really important round right now. We move into this loss bonus at 2,900. Sure, it's okay for G2, but if they lose everything, if the hunts stay religious like they have been for Navi, that could be a real issue. And remember, this is the map pick of G2. We go into Nuke next. Navi have won 17 in a row. The Navi Nation, they're out in full force tonight. There's G2 fans here though as well.
There certainly is a cheering section. The Avicii Arena willing Navi for a 13th, but as you've highlighted, Chad, this is a lot for G2 riding on round 23.
Going to be some issues here. Light on util, right? Don't have all the flashes, all the HEs. They also don't even have a defuse kit. Keep that in the back of your mind here. If we find ourselves in another post plan, it might have to be a save, and Navi will then get up to round number 13. Mid-control utility out. Mid-control fight coming on through. Amanek thrust forward. Just the default spread again
This
here.
is
Nothing
quick.
different.
He wants a look.
That's going to be heard now.
They'll know he's there. The Cousins to be tested here as Perfecto does burn down to 39. Has a glance, nothing to report. But here comes Navi.
4 of them.
Yeah, they're ready. Bait and switch. Nico takes the first. Nexus here as well. Surely they pull the plug on this one.
Yeah, that cancel right there. Perfecto with the lick of the flames. They were on high alert. They knew that they were close. When you do a play like that, you want to make sure you don't make any sound cues in that regard. You know, footsteps can be masked by the flames, but there, when you get licked on up, you know what's coming. The space is still in their favor here, but G2, it feels like they've already dispelled this. That round felt threatening. Now that it didn't work, Navi are petering out. They are getting that control, but this time there's nobody in the fight, in the sight. 2 smokes, couple of flashes.
Must-win round. All the CTs, simple, readies himself for war. Smoke indicates a commitment, only 40 health. Nico looking the wrong way, and so are they! He gets away with it, but the site is now taken. Boomich swinging in, delivers. It's Nexa to keep him humble, but look at Navi's name in the feed. Another chance for Simple. Oh God, did he get him? He actually did. Hunter's gone. Jackson Amanek.
They're committed now. Look how far Amanek is. He's also leering into the site. Looks like they're going for this.
He's not gonna forget about that box this time.
Yeah, but no kit here. Time of problem.
You're right. Do peek in. 1 of the 3 presents in the cave. They're both there. They dream if they had a smoke, and they do. Jax surely can drop it. Oh, but he's been fumbling with his nades, and they both line up for him. 2 more headshots for the tally, and Bit puts G2 down in the dumps.
Move over, Scream. There's a new headshot machine. Bit's the man. He's legit. You've never seen a rookie like him. Stepping up on the stage. Major Grand Final. First in 2 years. And another clutch.
He's just collecting. He's farming. There was a real chance, Chad. And then Bit happens. Look at him. He makes him do backflips. And it means a lot to Sasha as well. 13, and that's a death sentence for G2. They're only going to have 1 more chance. And this one, surely a freebie.
You can see again, back down to the pistols here, and Navi, more pep in their step now. They can smell blood. They're going quick, and Boomich gets 2. Nexa with something, but this is Navi surging forward now. 14, more than a likelihood.
There's a small universe, Chad. Just a tiny one.
You're telling me Nico with a deagle can get a couple of headshots?
He's done it once, or twice.
His biggest problem right now is he's on the wrong side of the map. So as Navi just slink their way in through A main, connected at the hip, all 4 members, it will be Nexa and Amanek. And they should fight for this. They will be able to buy in the next round of play. The loss bonus is finally with them. If they can make this costly, if they can continue to put Navi in pressure situations, it's going to play into their confidence as well. Smoked off. That's almost completely denied here. What are they meant to do? Nico, yeah, sure, he's coming. Unless you hit a bullet through the smoke, it's going to have to be an absolute banger here.
Yeah, no kit to be seen. The bomb now planted, uncontested. I say uncontested. A brief chance and through the smoke, Simple. He's heading towards the 30, Chad, and they just come into him as easy as that.
Nico now taking a look, trying his luck. And there he is again, 28 now. I think what we're witnessing here is Simple realized, I think, right? I feel that this man on our screen right here, there's a conversation, it's in the pubs. We know how good he can be. This one's for the resume.
Yeah.
All right, well, the guns are back out. AMANEK, first time we've seen him into the AWP, but it has to be desperation stations right now for G2. Changing the setup, they're going for a 4-man heavy B lean. Might want to fight, might want to control, they're going in. Molly's now hold them at bay, but they want to force, they want to push, and they've actually smoked them off. They've given them the space, it's just Boomich who's through.
Desperation stations, or is it time for some domination? Oh! The Navi Nation! What? Right between the eyes, Nexa tucked in tight. And 15 looms now. Doom almost certain. They might have to gamble. Do you really just split your resources 2-2?
What do you do against that? I'm in awe right now. G2.
I don't know how much Nexa even saw of him.
Oh, I don't know what Simple saw. There's still a chance for G2 in this round. Let's pull ourselves together here as they've hedged their bets over towards A. A massive gamble stack. Massive gamble stack. They're reading Navi in this one. Bits forward, there's 3 to find. This is going to get deadly right now. G2 could do this.
There's a chance. 45 and counting. Pressure on Navi to clear the site. Bomb needs to be planted within this 40-second window. And already Hunter fends them off at the gate. Another, this time AMANEK puts his name in the feed. It's coming together, the Samurai.
There's time to rotate. Electronic has the top mid control. It's only Nico over towards B. If he can deal with Boomich, he can win the round. G2 need to rejig this, and Hunter's trying to cut them off at the pass as well. This is about to get dicey, 20 seconds.
There's so much to go on. They're through. Hunter won't strike immediately. This is the clear. He needs both. Nico. Oh, and he goes down to the dig. The site's open for business. Electronic keeping AMANEK in spawn. Oh, AMANEK, this is such a big frag for you. Not known to be the world's best on the AWP, but he's found him. Only Simple can save them. Hunter's already on the site and Simple's pushed up. They're going to clear him. His own judgment.
He didn't
Hunt
look.
didn't clear.
He didn't look. He didn't look.
AMANEK, can you really do it again? He's hyper aware.
Oh!
Oh, they called upon him, and in their dire moments, AMANEK has saved them. 3 frags, Chad. Otherwise, it's curtains.
That was the screamer of Simple to kick things off. We're going to catch it again on the replay, I'm sure. The flick of the AWP right there. They had everything they needed and more. But G2, that's brilliant. Check this one out. Bang! On the peak, he's down. But this here, holding them back, not letting them through, forcing them elsewhere. AMANEK does a lot, staying cool under pressure. And this could have been a genius clutch from Simple. Stepping into the line, knew he had to make a move, and AMANEK just deals with it. There's some life in G2 yet. Another timeout here, 3rd called for Navi now. Blade back on the mic. G2, the resistance we want to see, we're seeing it now.
You guys are fantastic.
Spy's a little rough around the edges here for G2. They have the AWP still. But an MP9 for Nexa, the buy much better for Navi in this, and AMANEK 20 kills to his name. How much more can he do? Electronic, this is looking quick. They're coming out. And that's
Jax.
one. Jax is dead.
Oh no, straight through the smoke. Electronic doesn't need to see them to find them. 21 and counting, and now Nico has an entire squad coming knocking on his door. Slinking away, and no test immediately. That would be nicely. Gets away with it. What was 3v5 now established into just 4.
Take their time. Be a case of hurry up and wait here for the CTs. They've already done pretty good as far as the gamble stacks go. You can leave Nico over towards this A side, B side. Maybe his name alone is enough to ward them away. But Navi are taking their time as well. Bomb about to be scooped up from Bit here. He's taking this walk all the way back through. Simple perfecto towards long. Boomich still in towards Cave. This really, truly is all on Nico right now if the hit was to come.
Simple's already made it very clear that he is in this grand final. Maybe Nico's turn.
They're not rotating. They didn't move on the flash. It's just
him.
Nico.
It's just him. Nicola in a lot of trouble. 30 seconds. Where is the cavalry? He's gone down. Bit opens up the account for Navi, and the rest surely is history.
They have to save. They have to save. It's a horrible position to be in. This is going to be 15 now for Navi. 15 on the board of Ancient. The curveball pick coming on through, and they've made it there first. Now it has to be the save. There's no other choice right now for G2. Tail between their legs. Aminek's going to hold on to that AWP next to with the M4, but they broke it through. Flashbacks now for G2. They've been in the final. This is the third in the last 2 years on LAN. And every single time they've stepped up against Navi, they've just been battered away. It's looked way too easy.
It's got better every time, right?
Slowly, but surely, the games have gotten closer and closer. This time round, they pushed them again, but does it stop here? Overtime, still a chance for this one. The loss bonus, we speak about it all the time. There's enough money to drop guns. Facilitating another round here for G2 to put up some form of resistance. But those flashbacks I'm talking about, is this the boogeyman? Can you beat them? Can you stop them? You get here time and time again, but they say no.
You just don't know how it feels to beat Navi. You've got nothing to call upon in terms of experience of how that feels, how that works. Navi have got your number time after time. Surely Electronic doesn't get another this time. He gave him a double entry on his patrol through mid. He's through. Nico could be tested early. Oh, booked! The combination, white screen from Simple, Electronic. Oh, and he's been equalized early. That will slow things down.
Aminek's putting up a fight here, leading the charge for his team, and they need him to step up. 4v4, this one is going to slow down again. Simple forward, Perfecto dealing with any pushes towards B, and it's coming their way. Aminek posted up, slinking on down. Perfecto just under the scope. And there it is, the shots are back. Perfecto's low, and Nexa wants to take the fight. Flash on over, Perfecto jumps away, and there it is, another kill, but Aminek has done a lot to make that happen.
It's only going to be Jax. The fact that Simple's still going to be showing face on B, they're not going to go. Oof! Oh my god, he's been deleted! We don't even get to see it! Up to Hunter now, he has managed to pull one out of the hat. He's got to push this, he can isolate. It's a one-on-one, a duel! And he's lost it! Boomage takes off the head, a 2-on-1 established. Aminek, he's been so good. In the grand final, he's the one pulling G2 through, but a 1v2, the bomb is ticking. And that's the end of that. 16-11. G2's pick goes the way of the Navi Nation.
One more map stands between Navi and an undefeated major run. Never done before in Counter-Strike history. Navi, 16 rounds is separating them from history.
They tried all the tricks in the book, Chad. Ancient brought into that veto, and it did look like we could have had the most competitive grand final for G2. You said they can't get this boogeyman out of their back. They just can't seem to beat this team.
Well, what's up next? Nuke, Navi, 17 in a row. The last time they lost this map was in May. But let's throw it over the desk to break this one down.
Yes, you can see again the Navi logo on the Avicii Arena. Navi on top in this series. And the bad news for G2, obviously, is that the curveball, well, it's been knocked out the park by Navi. The first test has been passed. So let's talk about what we saw. Obviously, joining me on the desk, it's Storin, Maniac, and Yanko. Guys, you know, I liked the pick. I liked the Ancient pick. I thought it was a smart play. It seemed to be paying off very early. But what it seemed to me it came down to is there was a couple of moments where individuals just weren't as exceptional as the Navi players are.
I think Yanko said it best in the pre-game. It's like, at this point in time, the Navi team is so good. The map doesn't matter. Like, for example, when Bit actually in the second half was popping off there, if he's just going to hit headshot after headshot with the AK, that's not even about, like, the tactics at that point in time. You're just breaking the round open.
Yeah, I think the problem was for G2, great start. They win that 2v4 early on in the first half as well. That's, you know, a huge momentum shifts type of a round. And in the second half, though, the problem was that they couldn't get their economy stabilize. It was at 14-10 the first time that Amane could afford an op, and he got 3 kills with it.
Yes.
Right? So that was the main issue. Every time they need to just close out one of these retakes, one of these post plants, so that Navi has to eco, they couldn't do it. It was Bit coming up with some massive clutches in the second half.
The weapons that Navi can use is just too many. They're limited at this point. Not only do you have Simple posting 32 kills, which is, by the way, in the grand final, insane. You have the consistency of Electronic coming in with multiple entry kills, plurals, entry kills at key moments. And even when G2 is on the cusp of breaking Navi, we have one of these 2 clutches on the B side who actually steps up. Bit, the rookie of the grand final, he wins 2 clutches back-to-back in weapon rounds. This is the reason why Navi's backs is never against the wall, because in all of these moments, someone steps up, bails them out of misery.
There's 2 angles I've got to hit for G2 here. One, because we all wanted to imagine a world where this could be an amazing final and super competitive and go to 3 maps, we all took it for granted that Nico would go ham. And he had an okay game. He had some rounds in the first half that were good, but he wasn't, I mean, half the time he wasn't on the right side, unfortunately. He just wasn't able to get into the game and have a big performance. And then the other angle I've got to go with is, there is one round that sticks out in my mind, which is when Nexa got the timing, he was through, and then inexplicably just decided to back off and save, basically. Like, that was one of those examples right there, what we were talking about before. Like, are you here to just play the final, or are you here to win the final? You got to go for the big balls player there, mate. Even if it fails completely, your teammates are going to at least look at you and go, he went for it in that scenario. Because playing it conservative when you're on your curveball, I don't think that's the move.
No, it definitely wasn't. And I think there was a lot of that going on. I mean, there were a couple of individual moments where the G2 players just looked like they couldn't really get this game by the scruff of the neck.
And to bounce back on the Nico point, you're absolutely correct. It ties back up to Yanko's idea. You have to give your players the map they can shine on.
Yes.
How many times on the CT side did we feel that Nico was completely blocked, boxed in that cave area?
Yes.
And he was trying to go for picks, he was trying to go for multi-kills. It worked once and never was he found again. He didn't have the impact that G2 needed to start the engine. He was just not in his element.
Yeah, and obviously someone who was in their element, Simple, the MVP. We've said that he hasn't actually had as many stellar games as you would think here. But the ridiculousness is he's just dropped 32 kills, on an opponent's map pick, on a map that's relatively new to the pool and one that maybe Navi don't play a lot of. Effortless.
And the other thing that I get worried about is this: not only is Simple warmed up, and yes, he's winning the opponent's map pick. In theory, map you don't even really play at the moment. But then you think, G2 even won some clutches in this game.
Yeah.
Like, this actually could have been even more lopsided. Remember, if you're a brand new fan watching, this isn't like Navi's pick or something they're forcing. So if they're this good on this map, we're obviously going to get to it in a minute, but it's not a great omen for the rest of the series.
Well, no, it definitely isn't. And I'll also add as well, I don't think G2 could have asked for a better start, because it actually was a bit of nerves at play. We saw some very shaky rounds out in Navi. Yes. We saw the rookies and the inexperience come in, a little bit there. And actually, statistically, those players, it even took a few rounds for Bit to get warmed up.
Yeah, all in all, I mean, the T side was pretty good. I don't think you can really ask much more than that after losing the pistol round. And we did see, Boomage, Perfecto, and Bit in the first half lagging behind a little bit. Bit definitely stepped up with some of those clutches, crucial kills. Even the last round, that kill Boomage gets on Hunter really, seals the deal. They might have prolonged the game a little bit after that. But just to touch a little bit on the Nico point, what was so clear is like he's so determined to put the game into to take the game into his own hands to an extent. How many times did we see him try to find someone towards B on that ramp, or even the round where he gets flashed in and pushes Simple all the way and just barely can't get around the corner to get the headshot, and Simple proceeds to get a 4K, and now he wins the flawless round. So even on the CT side, the EK plays, the running through his own molly, right? I like, in a sense, I like that, because the G2 constantly tried to take the game to Navi. They weren't playing scared in some of these rounds. They tried to aggress, but the problem is Navi was just punishing it. We saw 2 or 3 rounds in the second half. After 15 seconds, it's a 5v3 for Navi.
I know, and it's the needle. You're talking about Nico and what he was playing. That's the needle they thread against Heroic, and he turned out great, and he worked out, and he created this insane narrative that we all witnessed. Nico pushing the envelope, going for the extra risk, because he feels like he's got to. It is a win condition for G2. I just wanted to quickly touch on Simple as well. The stats: 32 kills, 20 of these from the first half, an 8-7 half, where Navi were pushed, when G2 were winning clutches. The moment where they needed his superstar, he rather put them on the map. He put them on track, and this is why he's a legend, and this is why he's a superstar.
Yeah, indeed. Boomich might be the in-game leader, but Simple very much the leader of this team. We're going to go to a quick break. G2 will have another chance to beat Navi. The bad news is it's going to be on Nuke. We'll explain why in just a few moments.
So I went mid to fake default, because that was the call to fake default mid and explode an A. It's usually Hunter who is the one faking mid default, but now he had the best pawn to say, so me and him just replaced. I was not expecting them all to leave B side, so that's why I was very cautious in clearing all the angles. But then when I was getting close to kitchen window, I knew like there has to be someone holding it. So I pre-fired that guy pretty good, and then after I took the op, I knew that like I will win the round. I took so much space and it was very hard to kill me in that situation. So after that I VP, I killed Stalin, and then he didn't know that I know that he's already there, so I faked going to kitchen entrance, and I just hold him with Eagle after in kitchen window. I killed him as well. Then I just waited as South coming out that window. I was like, guys, leave me the ace, but I was not in position to kill the last guy. It was a good run overall, and it was a good confidence boost going into the second part.
The Onslaughts is going to know it. Nico, ready and waiting, and there it is. Huge opening, steals the AWP, and now he can hold it. Oh, this is beautiful. Nico is such a god at this game. Gonna fall back from the flashbang, and they're setting it up another kill. He's doing everything. He truly is the eternal MVP of this game. There's another, oh, he's getting the headshot on Tessus as well. He's just won the round on his, he's willed it, manifested it into reality. Refresh and Shush, they've got to be left wondering what is going on. A quad kill, he wants them back in this game.
Like magic. This is just chaos itself with the spray through. Catches two. Finds the headshot. Off his head. He missed another equalizer. Just have it. A missed opportunity. Good equalizer. Absolutely perfect.
Trying to get that defuse. Oh!
Yeah, welcome back to the PGL Major in Stockholm. It's the grand final. Navi are on course to win it. They're 1-0 up in the series. We're about to go into their map pick. And guys, as I said, the bad news for G2 is it's Nuke. This is a map that Navi at the moment simply do not lose.
This is not only the best team in the world, but this is the most dominant map in the entire world. Any map port, especially now that Gambit's Vertigo fell and a lot that was online. They're not just on a 17-map win streak, but they've won 19 of their last 20. This is like, at this point in time, look, G2, I'm sure they're going to have chances. You can win pistol rounds. All sorts of things can happen on the CT side. The problem is 19 opponents were unable to do it in the last 20 times. Will G2 suddenly turn the corner? It's a map they've always played. It's always been a little bit ropey, I've thought.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, right? It's looking very bleak for G2. We painted the picture. If they were going to have a chance in this final, it has to be a 2-1.
Yes.
Because Nuke is just Navi's playground. And I have to say, the problem also in that heroic game that we've seen G2 play, you know, Nico was getting tons of openings on the T side. They were in 5v4 situations. They just couldn't really convert those. They were a bit too slow. Took them too long to organize, too sloppy. So what I want to see from G2 here is maybe take a little bit more risks, try to do some more pop-style plays towards the upper bomb side perhaps, try to group up a little bit more, right? Because I feel Navi, especially after being 1-0 up, has so much confidence, they're going to pick you apart if you go for that slow style again.
There is a player that actually shown on Ancient that I didn't really expect. Amanek was the one fighting for G2. If anyone, one that has been lackluster for the better part of the season, actually risen up to the occasion. And now we're moving on to Nuke. We're on the CT side, and he's going to bring the AWP. Can he transfer some of that confidence from a good first map, objectively speaking, and then have an impact that he's never had before? Because that would ever be the time, if there was one for Amanek, to have an impact. Now, with the AWP on Nuke.
The problem you've got is every time G2 sort of gains something in one area, they seem to lose something in another area. For example, Hunter, he had a poor series by the high standards. He sets himself, and obviously I know that, you know, he's a big part of the G2 firepower. You take him out of that equation, and suddenly, you know, if you are relying on Amanek, I think you're in for a tough time.
Hunter was the 9th highest rated player in the tournament coming into this match. He has to be on the server. He can't go missing. Someone like Amanek should have put you over the top there. The problem right now, if you are the guys from G2, is normally we do a whole 5-minute segment about how insane Simple's movements are on CT side, and against the map, he can choose people up, he can use a close range combat hopping.
All true.
The problem is, as you just saw, and as Maniac said before an Ancient game, the T side of Navi is bonkers right now, and if Bit and Electronic and Simple are going to get entries like this, it's going to be a really hard time to even get that CT roll going.
And Simple is who he is. He just has 32 kills on map 1, but the focal point, probably the most important player for Navi on this map is Electronic. He's the player on Yard, and why Vitality made that game so close with losing both pistols was because the focal point was Yard and shutting down Electronic and then taking it from there. I think that's a blueprint, a plan that G2 can replicate.
By the way, we barely even talk about this. He was the 4th highest rated player in the entire tournament coming into this. We just spent too much time talking about Simple and Bit.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is crazy the strength and depth that Navi finally have. We're about to get ready into the game. I mean, is there just any way G2 can do something?
Here's the thing, they are going to start CT side. You can win the pistol, you can get a nice little roll going. I will just say this, what they can't do is let the Navi team hang around and make it just close like that, because eventually some of them are going to wake up, they've got too much firepower. You've got to just crush them flat. You've got to have a monster CT half.
Navi has shown the man constraint. They're going for it. That's their title. They've shown it.
Okay, Yanko?
I think there's a chance. Obviously, I'm going to stick with them until the end, Richard. You know, there's a chance.
You're a ride-or-die kind of guy, Yanko.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. All right, well, Yanko believes. We're going to see if the casters believe it. Take it away, guys.
Well, I mean, it really is the question on everyone's lips. Is this where it ends?
Hope dies last, I think, Alex. So for G2, right, we've spoken about this. 3 grand finals over the last 2 years. They've been in the grand final time and time again, but they've just been swatted away time and time again. A map is all we're asking for here. It's going to make the series extremely exciting going into the 3rd. If they can put up some resistance, if they can try and replicate something that Vitality did just the other day against Navi, it'll be exciting at least. But we're getting this one underway. Live on 3. Pistols being brought on up, and if the pace from Navi is hot out the gates here, I fear for G2. Let's see. Can they put up the CT wall?
No team has made Nuke look more sexy than Navi. The synergy, the quick, look how much utility they can barrage through. This pistol will be scary.
They've gone for a Tech 9 onto Electronic this time round. A little bit of a different look. No P250 for Simple this time. He's going to set up his standard util. This could just be a top pop into Jax and Hunter. They're about to have company, but they're pushing in.
An armored Tech 9, the raid boss set up, and Jax isn't up to the task. Hunter at least puts his name in the feed. More pressure on him. Does pop ahead. Needed more. Bomb loose on the floor. Nico through the smoke. And a big find. Oh, and he's handing out more than that. A quick click from Simple, and they're multi-peeking. That's what G2 needed. Hit the ground running and destabilize Navi's start.
Massive stuff there, because you see that smoke towards main. Navi throw that a lot when they do their yard crawls, right? So they're just using one of their standard setups, one of their standard pistols, and they're trying to make it look a little bit different. But that heads-up play, aggressive through lobby, they knew it was coming. Fantastic work there on the push. A great call from G2 here early, and they have to convert. Looking like Navi going to keep this one pretty conservative. A Deagle for Simple, a Zeus in the hands of Perfecto, and it will be basically a full eco round as far as it goes. Really nade, shift on down. He's already rotated lower here. It is Amanek to deal with this, and he has an AUG. It's a great weapon for the job.
Essentially a second round AWP.
Timing on this, how far is Nico going to push up Secret here? Could get multiple kills. They're chilling on the other side, and they found a bit of a gap here. They've actually exploited the one hole that was available.
It's this main open. Jax and Hunter are your top side players. Oh, and an answer given to Nico. Presence. He's looking the wrong way. They're not expecting this, at least not at this pace. Hunter addressing it now. Back to turn. He does snap into another. Quick one out of the Simple Deeg, but kept honest.
That was the only thing that could have gone wrong there. So handled against. Great stuff from G2 early. This is what you want to see. A bit of life in them yet. There was real dramas there for a second or two, but they responded. I think there was a sound cue made, a footstep or two. G2 capitalized on that, but now the guns come straight back out. Navi are into the buy here. AKs are plenty, a couple of Galils. Util's good too. Now we know their openings. Molly top hut, smoke in front of Squeaky. Space taken towards yard. They like to do multiple smoke and mirrors across the map here, and they have enough util to do exactly that.
Let's see if they can handle the carnival that is a full Navi buy. Smoke, mirrors, and maybe even some headshots.
Bit of a gap here, huge gap to work with, and he slipped on past.
Very late on that from Nico. It's enabled Electronic for a lot of control. That will force a rotate. Already Nexa addressing it.
Boomich too. He's the second man on these yard lurks here, and the smoke is going to fade the reload. Boomich is aware.
He's going to try and catch him off. Nico, just the leg, a cheeky bit of thigh, and that's enough for him to at least put Boomich down. More presence. Amanek forced off a ramp. They can go anywhere with this. They can assault the low sight. Nexa loses his sight.
It's on Amanek now. He's pinned.
Oh, he's got so much to do. And it's an obvious clear. Steps all over. A headshot presents itself only for a moment. They're hunting him down and silence him immediately. What do you do if you're G2?
They're through lobby right now. We've got Nico coming down through the secret position. Jax and Hunter over towards Ram. The question is, do they want to save? It looks like it, leering back now, just locking down their exits, trying to take away as many of these upgraded rifles as they can, seems to be name of the plan, but that's Navi on the board early here, so bouncing back was a bonus scenario. You can see now just upgrading their weaponry here. Felt great after Nico gets the first kill onto Boomich, right? That's one component, but that electronic kill, right? The reason that's so big is because that puts all the pressure on Amanek. He did have a buddy, right, who was meant to be dealing with that part of the map, but as soon as he loses him, as soon as Nexa goes down, he has to worry about both positions, and then they just slowly creep on in.
And you could see how, like, the playbook was outlined for Electronic. He gets across secret, bides his time, strikes with the first bullet out of his AK.
I'm going to be excited to see if G2 want to continue to take the fight. Like, there's no question about the firepower in this team. Hunter, Nico, obviously they are the two at the top of the scoreboard here, but Amanek just showed us he can deliver on the grand final stage. We know Jax, the off angles he likes to hold in some of the bomb sites he plays, throw Nexa into the mix. The skill is there, right? There's no question about that. It's just, can we see it? Can we see it manifest right here, right now? And some more aggressive maneuvers could be the answer to that. But here we go, the save. Another buy on through, an important round for both teams.
Early utility raining on in. Bit. Looks like he wants to go through this. Taking as much space as he can. He's ahead of the smoke and tucked into the vent. Descends silently. No one knows.
This is massive right now. That rotation will be cut off. You can play with this now if you're Navi, but Amanek up and over. Spotted goes on down. Electronic again.
Oh, this is already smelling like a Navi second. That's something, though. Nico has silenced the Yard lurk, and now Bit activates its ramp presence and pressure. Oh, he's not holding it though. Nico's allowed to get down.
Bit's heard this. They're going to hit the brakes right now. Oh, he's going to run straight back into him. Bit could deal with this.
You'll hear the doors. Nico knows. Presence in the low sight. And a headshot.
He's not
Looking the
looking.
wrong way! A MAC-10 takes down the prize winner! And already the site falls into disarray.
They had to have known that door open. Nexa was right there.
Didn't hear it, didn't react. Hunter, need this. Hard to find, a messy spray, it'll do. And Jax just doesn't get a chance. Okay, Navi immediately pulled two of their own out of the hat, and doing so convincingly.
Oof, that one right there, you know, Bit gets let off the hook in that whole situation. You felt like all eyes should have been drawn on his position, deal with him, taking him out of the equation. Could have been a bit of a miscomm in that scenario there, and it will force a timeout. G2 are going to be taking a timeout here pretty early in the piece, and maybe that's exactly why, because that rotation, it felt like it should have been on point. I like the fact that Nico took the heads-up duel towards Yard. This is what we're talking about. This is what the desk is talking about, taking those fights. When you identify where Navi are, they like to play the map control. If you know where they are and you can take the duel, you can definitely win it. Nico just showed us exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, pound for pound, they've got it in them.
This right now is a difficult position for G2, and one of the big reasons they would have taken the timeout, right? You look at the cash situation, we're talking about 3.5K for some of the members, 2 for the rest, so it will just have to be a light investment into the pistols here. Now, one of the question marks with Navi is, at what point do they decide to let themselves off the leash? Because they can be very quick. Right now, they're doing everything they normally do. The smokes, playing the defaults, getting the map control. But at what point do they just go full Marauder mode? Do they just start marching towards that magic number of 16?
If it ain't broke, Chad, don't fix it. Navi just going through the motions now. Should take the lead. And they're just going to walk on in. Just walking on in.
Stack, though.
There is potential, but as bodies start to drop, Nexa and Hunter, oh, hell, hello! Hello indeed! It's a 1v1, and they're not looking. Jax! Oh my goodness! I'm having a heart attack.
That right there, straight into the stack. Straight into the stack. You can see it coming from a mile away. You don't clear your corners, you don't get that opening kill, it can all fall apart, it can all come tumbling down. They are so lucky to walk away with that.
I said I wouldn't squeal.
That right there, you can just see it going wrong. Look at all the kills in the feed. Those trades, back and forth, and Perfecto saves them there. Perfecto saved them in a massive way. And you can see that would have been a huge, huge round for G2 to win.
He opts to drop off. Couldn't believe it. On a silver platter, Electronic looking the wrong way. A 1v1 from a light buy. Round 6.
Kids here on this purchase for G2. They're back on in. M4's a plenty util. It's light on early. They've already had to drop their protocol nade, setting up for a top pop here. You can see the intention as Nico's taking space towards Yard, confirming to his teammates that something is coming, but at the same time, they're not going to be able to respond to this. They have to defend top. Jackson Hunter.
Tested in a big way, and he passes with flying colors. Jack's blind. They don't see him. He'll take both. Back-to-back doubles. And now an impossible clutch for Electronic. He's sharp, but not 1v5 sharp. He's anticipating. Nico knows, saw that smoke. Electronic waiting for the fight to be brought to him. A smattering of sound cues. Nico in the off angle, good for it.
That's really big stuff right there. The fact that it's Jackson Hunter able to lock down that top side, that's really important, right, for the two of them there. Because if those top hits are coming, they need to do exactly that. You know, it has to be one at least. The fact that they both get a double, that's massive work. It's actually put Navi into a bit of an interesting situation here. It's put them into a place where they have to discuss their buy. And this seemed too easy, right? Not blind, not mollied out of position. I think they're anticipating maybe G2 to take something a bit more of a risk here, but they just stuck to their guns. And right there you saw Nico finally come into the mix there with that outside play. Already finding some traction towards Yard. Tech 9s for 2, AKs for the rest. And space again for Nico. He's calling this one clear.
Electronic can go hard in Yard, but not today, Nico. Another one. Locks it down, smokes himself for the reposition. He can just hang around as they fade. Boomer just taking his place.
They're in lobby already. This is
Look at
massive.
this.
This is
Look how
massive.
far
Stop
forward. They're not ready. Perfecto looking the wrong way, and so is Jax. This is ridiculous. The bodies, though, are dropping. Navi are light on players, just bit and simple. And already advancing, suddenly looking a bit messy. G2 have to lock it down. Simple and Bit working together, this partnership, this dastardly duo. And Amanek will be tested, falls off after the first. He can cool himself down. Simple to turn it around. Ready for it. And that's the end of that.
Handled. G2 taking care of business, and look at exactly what they're doing. They're taking the fight. They're not giving the space to Navi now, and this is what you want to see. Pushing yard, pushing lobby, taking the fights, making it sticky, making it awkward. Don't let Navi play their game. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Humbled early, and G2 have a chance to grab 2 consecutive rounds here, make it 3. And you consider how close that eco was not that long ago. Bit of momentum taken out of Navi here.
Yeah, and I do think it really sweetened the deal. Even though you lost the 1v1, you straight after that proved you can hold it with guns.
Well, this is just going to be a couple of pistols upgraded into, again, some Deagles, P250s, blocks, and G2's round now. Shots, warning, fly by the head of Amanek there. He's going to tuck tail, dip on back, play a little bit safe. And Nico, again, you've been watching him play. He's such an important member of this yard position here, just as much as Electronic is for the T and CT sides. Nico's that same man. Parking the bus towards yard, hoping to take a little bit of a glance, boost it on up.
He's just pre-aiming for the boost on red, which could be next.
They've seen enough. They're dropping on back. They have a smoke and a flash in the hands of Electronic here, so they have enough to make this round work.
Oh, wow. The crosshair placement is sublime.
It's lucky, very lucky there that Electronic hasn't died. He has the util. He's the only man that can fake this out, and he is right now. Next to be tested here. Oh, and he's going to drop back immediately.
Hunter be
oh,
tested. Wow. Quick thinking. Closes the door. Saves himself. They have ramp room, and they can go towards hell if they desire. They're loud about this.
It's the AWP. This could be problematic. That's a very, very good smoke there from Amanek. 30 seconds. Navi have to make a move here. They need to go down.
Nico can address this as well. Simple aware. That's where he lingers. Hard shots, but he's tapping heads. Lovely find from Nico. 9 frags on the board, and the rest fall into Jax's hands.
Now we're cooking. G2, flawless round. That's what you want to see here. Just no issues dealing with that, and they totaled up, right? This time round, they knew what weaponry they were up against. They played the percentages right there, took it a little bit passive.
Bit of a battle of the chance. And as we do take a quick pause, why don't we take a quick stock? I mean, I'm hearing a lot of Navi chants. Do we have Navi fans in the house? Raise your voices. Now, I'm sure the silent G2 fans to your left and right might have something to say about that. G2 fans, are you present? Too close to call. You're doing a fantastic job of making everyone that's watching in their living room incredibly jealous. Only happens once, and you're all here to witness it. Map 2 of our grand final. And Navi's streak. Let's address that, chat.
So May, we have to reflect all the way back to May. Remember where you were there. That was the last time that Navi lost this map. So coming in here, they're in the driver's seat right now in this best of 3. 1 map up, G2's pick. Moving into home turf, Navi find themselves 13 rounds away from closing this out. Now, we did have a bit of a tech issue. Now we're into attack. This is where Blade will be able to get on the mic. Now, every time he's chimed on in, it's changed the tune of the game. So what's the mastermind, the man with the plan? What's he going to call? What's he going to change? Money is there for Navi now. We just witnessed the full eco. Or, well, as close as we get these days. Nico, the man on your screen. Finding impact again. He did the same thing early on Ancient. He was present, finding kills. He's got 9 to his name, and Hunter's awake this time too. 7 for him out the gates.
Worth highlighting already, AK kills. Early into this piece, he scavenged some T weaponry,
His favorite weapon.
Yeah, and finding that one-shot headshot. A real boon to the CT headshot. And CT holds. Game on. Round 9. Yard again. AMANEK was so crucial to G2 being competitive. But this is Navi's yard takes we're talking about. He won't get many chances.
Here. Huge gap on that. Lot to work with here. Flashes back and forth to make room. Smokers drop. They're getting across towards Secret. Electronic has the space. And he has teammates with him. Simple and Pumage coming on down into Nexa. He's unable to get the first. Electronic stops him in his tracks.
Oh, and he's forced to watch, Chad. Forced to watch as Navi pursue their 4th.
This is difficult now. We've already seen what G2 do. They start to push towards lobby. They try and take the fight. Flash towards yard indicates they're having a look at least. Util drop towards top, and well, Nico, the man, he's just been tasked to go and take all this room.
Hunter doesn't have a smoke or an incendiary. He will not be able to hold them at bay with the spray. Not 3, but it's only Electronic. He's got a limp in the low site. Bomb on his back, a lot of responsibility. Bit to join him, perhaps down the vent. They've got 2 top site though. What's going on?
They could come back up now. The fact that they've called this clear is an avenue back on in. No smoke to get on out. AMANEK already towards the lower side of things with that AWP, and now Nico pushing elsewhere, trying to take back some more room. 30 seconds. Navi have to make a call.
But with the bomb, still decon. Oh, and AMANEK. Perfect! Electronic's just better!
What a shot, what a round so far. All 3 for Electronic. The bomb goes down. Nico on the prowl. The barrel is spotted here, and Perfecto is a dead man. 2-on-2. This one's on for G2.
Game time. A couple of flashes. Nico's signature AK, and they're coming their way. Bit to be baited in. Flashed. He has to run away. He's playing it well. And Electronic strikes. Distracted worked. And only Nico now. Bomb half gone. The nade just shy of Electronic. Nico running out of time and health. What a recovery.
What a round from Electronic. What a huge round. That first fight against Nexa. No business to win that. Gets the trade back. Hunter does everything he can. But that shot onto AMANEK. Show me that. Show me that.
We'll see it again. That's an AWP, Chad. It's supposed to be AMANEK
11
every
HP.
day.
Look at this. Boop. See you later, mate. Huge round. Oh. G2 back into things here. They're not giving up. AWP's back out for AMANEK.
Nexa are also forced to watch all of that transpire. He did not like that opening death. AMANEK wants to hand some opening deaths to Simple, no less. Beautiful sequence and not quite over yet. Electronic picks up where he left off.
Starting to get biffy now. Neither team wants to relent in towards yard. AMANEK, he's just completely gotten out of there. Dropped all the way back, taking the AWP over towards ramp. This is great stuff from AMANEK. He's playing some heads-up Counter-Strike here, and then Perfecto's on the menu.
He'll clear it. He's diligent. No,
Barrel.
not this time. He's completely betrayed by the barrel. Perfecto perfect on the double. Pressure from lobby, but they should have this locked down. There's nothing for G2 other than aggression.
With the bomb. The bomb's down lobby.
Buying time. Jax can reposition. He's going up. He knows Navi will have to slow this down and hard clear Electronic. He's smart, but will he expect this? The lightning rod. Jax coming for Electronic. He's silent. 49 seconds. Oh, and Jax has done more! Stepping up when they need him most. Force forward. Bit is low. He could do this. Oh, and he has! One-on-one. So much hard work from the Frenchman. Can they convert? This is make or break. Hunter, he's had an oopsie or two, but this could be it just to put the cherry on top.
25 seconds now, he can get the bomb, but he doesn't know it. Perfecto, the longer he waits, the better it is for Hunter. He can fly up the vent. He has absolutely no idea right now. The AWP in his hands, 15 seconds remain. Hunter, he's not wincing, he's not moving. Perfecto will have to make steps. Hunter's going to know exactly what's coming. The bomb scoots up. Time is the problem.
Does he plan open? No. Just enough time. Hunter starts to appropriately.
What a move.
Hunt. An impossible one. The AWP is the worst weapon for the job. Hunter to finish what Jax has started. And caught off! Absolutely booked! G2 are here to play on Navi's map. And they're not sure what's going on.
Oh, just the bomb there, isolated in lobby. You have to turn your attention to Jax. What a massive round from him. And that aggression again, it's the only answer G2 have had in a lot of these situations. Push in, take the fight. They can win these fights. And the fact that the bomb is the thing that's isolated Navi, they don't even know what's going on. You can see they want to take ramp control, right? And this is how it started. 2 massive kills here. They just walk on into the den, but Jax, he responds in a big way. This fight right here, Electronic, the fact he was ready for that.
And the fact that Perfecto was posted up, but he found a safe haven from the flame. Perfecto just a little lackadaisical, and look what it means to him.
What a round from Jax and Hunter, the combo. We're back in a position where Navi have to take another timeout, and it was starting to look good. They bounce back after 3 consecutive rounds here. Now this is the T side. Now, you want G2 to be posting a massive haul. 10+ rounds, and they'd be licking their chops with the score 6-4. Only 2 rounds the difference. Navi, they're not going to give up just yet. The AKs are back out in the hands of 3. Tech9s again, and we've already seen a round like this.
I was just watching their mouths moving on the big screen. It's only Nico. A lot of discussion. 3 AKs, it's very threatening. Same smokes. Boomage up to no good. Again, another test for Hunter. Util to get him through. And they are blind. They are sat down. Jax kept humble, just the one from him, and it's an AWP. What's he supposed to do? Topside lost.
Could be simple as that and a save here. Just to top execute into that play, and they're going to have to hold on to the guns. We spoke about the fact that Hunter and Jax stalled them out once. Well, they haven't been able to do it again. This time the execute works. And kills again through Electronic, who's having a great map here. 11 kills early. But for G2, again, it's about saving these weapons, right? They need to make sure that they can stay viable here, because once Navi break you, they break you in half. They make sure that they're going to keep that pressure on this economy throughout. So G2 holding on to all these weapons is important, very important for them. It doesn't look like Navi want to borrow this either. They didn't come in with the best of buys. They will walk away with the upgrade for Bit here. And they are away, so safe stuff. But G2 are still in a really good position here, right? This isn't them done and dusted just yet. It's not blood in the water. They're not stiffing this one out. The buy's not bad. So we might see Nico operating with a Deagle here. Now that's signature weapon along with the AK. Gonna need a magic moment out of him. Has a very, very difficult job to do. And towards main, Squeaky blown open. Ollie back, held at bay early here. They're going top again. It's looking like the set piece one more time.
So suppressed. You just gotta impress. Already flashed off. Simple breaks into the site. Jax has got so much to do, and only the FAMAS, but they do find the frags. Utter chaos on this top site, and Electronic thrust into a 1 versus 3. Lobby lost, clears the site, swallows the flash. Unspotted. Not be expecting, clears it on the fade. Panic over. And that's going to be disastrous for Navi. They haven't been able to find 2 consecutive rounds since round 5.
Yeah, G2 continue to step up, right? They continue to step up. That situation right there was an MP9 and a Deagle with the saved guns. The fact that they're able to dispel that themselves is huge. And this time they had so many more bodies towards top. I think that yard aggression that we've seen has stalled Navi out from wanting to go yard, because if they're going to get 4 early, they're thinking there's a gap towards the top side. Well, denied this time round, so we are going back and forth, right? Tit for tat. This is really good. Another timeout call for Navi. Right? I can't remember the last time I've ever seen them call 3 timeouts in the first half. This is, a lot of timeouts called in a row here. Now, you understand why. That CT side is where they should be able to do more of their better work. But remember, when it was against Vitality the other day, the CT side is where they had struggles. Is where it felt like Apex and Vitality had figured them out, and they had to change their setup. Where Blade came in was a big component of that.
3 timeouts in the first half of their undefeated map since May is an indicator that G2 are doing something right.
Yeah, they're definitely putting the heat up, turning it up a notch or two. We're back on in. Time's trickled on down, and away we go. Again, 2 Tech9s and 3 rifles. So this is a pretty standard buy for Navi here. Early smokes being thrown from Simple as a bit of a ruse. They're continuing to take this yard position. If Nico stays aggressive, he continues to look. He's going to call this one clear. They're looking for the same play again. Bits out.
He's good at this. If he can get himself down. Oh, not silent. Didn't catch the ladder in time, so they are aware.
Yeah, and Nex is responding to this, but Jax again. Lobby aggression one more time.
Perfecto's waiting for that. He bides his time. 2 Tech9s. still worried about that bit presence, and all he's doing is just locking down the rotate. Ramp is the only avenue other than Secret for these CTs to address the site, and hits up to Amanek. Easy, plucks Perfecto from the sky. Next is here for good measure. Handled. Navi needs simple here. Oh, and that's exactly what he needs, more of that.
Jax again is in heart, he's still posted up aggressively, and Jax, the bomb dropped again. His signature so far in this CT side, getting it done for the team. 35 seconds left. It's going to be a 2-on-3 situation. Navi, if they want to get in this, they will have to get a move on now, and Jax is continuing.
They may not be this. Oh, Jax! This is beautiful, magnifique. Beautiful stuff from the Frenchman. Fantastique. That's two rounds where it looks like Navi have got legs to it, and then Jax kills that bomb carrier.
It's the key, again. We're really pushing this home, but it is the lobby aggression. Navi can't seem to solve this, and it's through this one man on your screen. 17 kills for him now. He's an old boy, right? There's no doubt about it, but his aim is as crisp as you like. Some massive shots here, and just dealing with it, getting it done, and now Navi just down to some light pistols here. They are up against the ropes.
Surely not. Perfecto pays a heavy price.
He's got the bomb.
That's perfect, though. He cannot plant now. It's cancelled by the flames.
And
He's too low.
Ramp.
Extinguish. Up to Nexa. Multi-kill required, and he'll take all three. Bomb plant now. Can be contested. He's going to run him down. Look at him go. He's got his Nikes on. He's just charging in. He can stop it, but that should be the end of Perfecto and the round. Only simple. And he's hunted from every angle. There you have it. Not only winning the half, but bringing it up to 9 on the CT side. Chad, how likely is the 10th?
Looking really good here. This type of counter-strike they're playing right now, it's definitely rumbled Navi, and they're not going to, well, I couldn't imagine them taking another timeout here. You're not going to do that going into the final round of the first half with another timeout. So they're going to have to do this one on their own. What is the solution that they can find for this lobby aggression? They tried to go fast top, they've been denied, right? It's about a 50-50. They're unable to get it with these yard calls. Quite literally, Amanek and Nico have scared them from their standard gameplay, right? The last couple of rounds they've had, they haven't been sending Electronic out there, and when they have, he's been plucked off, he's been losing to that aggression. So we're flipping the script here, we're going back to regular programming as Squeaky blown open, pestering towards main again. It's such a top-heavy play, there's just no yard presence at all. Simple throwing smokes, it's all the ruse, they're out Squeaky, they have the space, but Bit, he needs to be quiet about it this time.
Beautiful. Amanek has no idea. Absolutely oblivious. So much pressure onto the leader's shoulders as well, because Nex has got to hold 3 members at bay. The trophy room smoke will fade. Easy there, soldier.
He's gone the wrong way. Amanek is still posted up in secret, and Jax is still in towards lobby. The bomb is late towards the ramp. They have so much information here. It's Nex's turn again, and he's passed with a huge shot there onto Perfecto.
But Bit, oh, he gets them both! Nexa called upon, he does go down from the grave.
Jax again.
Oh, they're not even checking him. Doesn't expect simple, but it is only simple. And he's looking flustered. Oh no, so at least a implication that he knows where he is. And Hunter partners up nicely. That is 10, folks. G2, not intimidated. A map down. 10 rounds.
Great first half. Absolutely great first half, and you have to look at Jax. You have to turn all your attention to Jax for those swing rounds, right? Sure, Hunter had to close one of them out, but Jax, just the kills that he's been getting, the performance he's having in this map. The Des spoke about it, right? You can play this grand final, you can play this matchup 10 times, right? Say G2 win 1 or twice. Well, they only have to win 1 or twice. It's the grand final. This is the one that matters. And if a player has an anomaly performance like Jax right now, what are you going to do? It doesn't matter if Nico's not there or Hunter's not there. If Jax is doing this, you still have to stop him.
And he's known to walk into sites first at times.
Loves it, he loves it. But we're getting this pistol round underway here. CZ in the hands of Perfecto. Nade for Boomich. No defuse kit here if we get into a post-plant situation. Hunter has some light util, and there's a P250 for Nico. That's the lay of the land, and the crowd know what this means. G2, they take this. They could be sailing and sending us to a third.
Oh, he's equipped with the perfect weapon for this, but Simple takes down Nico in a head-to-head clash.
It's Bit on ramp, he's tested.
He's good for the headshots himself, but he's going to have to give up control. Ramp taken, and they are quite loud and quick about this. Simple trying to keep him at bay with a sound cube, but already flying up the ladder. This has to be Boomich. Just about gets one. Threatening though, threatening indeed, and they've spotted out Simple. They're locked out. Nexa's already cleaned the site. It was only electronic. I say that, Perfecto has been humbled as well.
Getting flanked. Hunter has this every day of the week. It's a 2-on-3.
And from up the ladder as well. Lobby doesn't get his shots, and that's surely the end of it. Only Simple. Amanex up in the rafters. He should have him dead to rights. Simple. Deleted. Oh, and that will only get the palms a little more sweaty on the left-hand side of the stage. They've used 3 timeouts already, Chad. How long before they call the last?
This is a recipe for success right now. It's both pistol rounds right now for G2. And we've actually seen Navi go for more conservative approaches in the second, especially on their T halves. So right now, the question is, will it be a force buy? And, well, we can answer that. The Deagle's around, the 5.72, the armor's there, and the util's light. But Navi, they're really up against it here.
Nico's one man on a mission. He's been on a major grand final stage before. Familiar territory.
There's 2 players lower here, about to have a car crash. Nico needs these.
He was ready. Can he collect? Oh, the warning shot, and he does collect.
Beautiful stuff. He's low, but that should be the round right there. Bit, Boomich, Perfecto, the only players left alive here. Will have to be a real slip up right now from G2.
They've got full control of this yard, and they can go anywhere they want. Secret stairs open for business. Main.
They've rotated lower. G2 have won this round just by the positioning alone here of the CTs. This should be G2's round. Perfecto, the only man on the upper deck. They can just walk on in, take their time, but the bomb's heading down secret, and Boomich is here.
Oh, he's got the bomb though. This is a risk.
Boomich would have to kill all 3 of them to make this interesting.
Not had a great time here on Luke. He's given a nice early warning. And Nico trying to draw the crosshair away. Boomich, 1 clip of the CZ, 2! Not the 3rd. And the bomb's still been spotted out. They are going to pincer in from ramp as well.
If they stick to their guns and head lower here, this might fall apart. Perfecto's not looking back. Turn, he's going to go down. Warning shots are there, and Hunter throw forward. Perfecto bit! They light them up from out of nowhere, and now it's Nexa.
He can go top site. Navi on the force, on the back foot. Rotations are on the way. Weapons are hoovered up. Nexa to save G2 from a bit of an embarrassing one here. Brilliance on the pistols from Navi. No kit, they have to be quick about this. War not blown off.
Sound Q, it's a nightmare here. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. He can only go through HUD.
And the 10 seconds start the countdown. Bit will finish the job. And Navi say we ain't done yet. Gap to be closed now. They were absolutely begging for it. And G2, they stick so stubborn to the B commit.
The gamble stack lower. I didn't think there was any way in the world it would pay off. They had full control, right? They went around to hell. They had control of that part of the map. And Boomich, I said 3 to make it interesting. Well, 2. Turns out it's enough when you got teammates like this. Perfecto gets peppered down to 14. Clotheslines Hunter and Bit. Of course it's Bit. 2 more headshots to get them across the line, and 11-6 the score reads here. It's G2. They don't want anything to do with the Force by Wars. Just 1 P250 in their hands. I thought they would contest. I thought they would go for this every day of the week. They got the bomb down. They had decent cash as far as, you know, getting out the Tech 9s, a pocket strat, something cool. They're going to allow Navi here to get up to 7.
Blade's been talking about Bit. You know, when he's asked, how does this guy stay so cool and calm, collected? He has not seen the crowd, by the way. He just stares at that pixel of his crosshair.
Well, here he is again.
Just zoned in. Doesn't look up. Doesn't avert his gaze. Stays ready. Bang. Oof. And a lovely collection. Simple. There's one way to get an ace up against the Eco, but a confidence booster for the superstar. Farms 5, not even going to break a slight rise smile, but 7. These Navi are starting to find their feet.
It's a bit unfair there, Simple. Let Bit have the kills next time round. Right, let him have the ecos.
This is his ramp.
He just rocks up. Yeah, mate, thanks for the nade damage. I'll take this. 30 bullets of pain and see you later. The eco bash doesn't even shrug it off too easy. AKs are back out here in G2. They're still in the driver's seat of this. Navi have a lot of hard work to do. G2, they've been refining this game plan. They have a lot of tape to look at, a lot to study, a gap in the smoke.
Huge gap. Electronic will be staring at that drawn in Navy. Simple is 2. Jack's beheaded. We need the trade. Amanek unable to deliver it. It's only Nico with a slight little glimmer of hope for their T-side campaign. Round 19 and already in a bit of a tailspin. A pistol win, Chad.
Has another chance here. Bit's going to have a look, I think.
And he does find another headshot. Low HP, but undeterred. Hunter lingers here in the hard time. Is of the essence. And more contact for Nico. We actually spot the descent of Boomich.
That's huge. That's a lot of information right now. They need to scoop up the bomb, right? But there's still a minute on the clock. They have a lot of details. They know Boomich is dealing with the lower side of things. Electronic and Perfecto are being squeezed right now, and Nico, sure, he's low, but it doesn't matter if the AK keeps landing exactly like that. More territory taken.
No one's watching ladder.
So we're going to come down to the timing here, right? They still need to get that bomb. Nexus just picking it up right now. You have 35 seconds roughly remaining on the clock. You have one smoke to work with. Looks like they're turning their attention towards that ramp position. Now, if they're able to use that smoke towards Decon, Boomich is completely locked out of this. He'll have to drop one of his own, and he'll have to play in the chaos. 20 seconds now. Footsteps are heard. They can start rotating lower, but it's really on Boomich to try and deny anything he can.
I'm just planning this.
Oh, that's they flubbed that.
Okay, door to be swung open. Attention drawn. Descent is on its way. 3 versus 3. A powerful angle. Nico needs a fresh mag. Even trades as he brings the fight to them. Oh, and he's not found it. Hunter has to come up clutch when one Kovac fails. The other fills the void. That's magnificent from Hunter. Delivers when his cousin couldn't. And a 12th secured. The T-side is given a little bit of life.
Combined right there, the two of them. A huge round from Nico, right? The fact that you could just see Bit have a little bit of a look. All he's doing is having a little bit of a look. And Nico rips his head off. Absolutely destroys him. And that's the key to the round, because at that point, if you're Navi, you don't have the answers. If you lost yard, right, you have so much pressure coming in from around you. And that's well played from G2 under pressure. That started with an electronic double, right? Remember, it started with an electronic double, and the only man who bounced back was Nico. He set them up in that position. I thought that smoke was going to be their undoing, but they're able to actually use that to their advantage in the 1-on-2 situation. So great stuff here, and we'll get the highlights again. That's straight onto Simple. He gets another kill there from the top deck. So Nico's done so much on low HP.
I mean, just the two of them getting the job done. That's just all 5 frags. You can see the frustration, and then Hunter relieves all of that tension. You can see his face absolutely rife with fear, and that is the opposite of fear.
All right, now the buy's back out for Navi here, but if G2 win this round, it's almost a red carpet to get themselves towards that 16. You have to look where the loss bonus is at for both teams. G2 lose 1,400, Navi lose 1,900. Right now, they're both in dire straits. One is going to open the door for a Navi comeback. One is going to put G2 in the prime position. Simple into the big green, up and over. Nico's fast on this.
Yo, this is aggressive. He fancies it. It was already knocking on Boomich, and it finds Hut. Top site surely open for business. G2 sail towards a 13th. Simple and his AWP, though, have been known to ruin some days. Jax again continues to impress. He has been found. Bit is great in the clutch, and Electronic has got one with the nade. You can escape just by the skin of his teeth. Bit.
He needs to save. It doesn't sound like fun, but he needs to save. The fact that they went for that, they lost everything. He might lose it all. Hunter on the AWP, and see you later.
Is this real life?
Absolutely wrecked right there. Huge stuff. Hunter, it's up to 20 kills. Jax, yeah, 21 for him. And this right now, this is where Navi are actually going to start to sweat. They're under the pump. This should be 14 coming forward, and Nico, he's coming alive, right? These 2 gun rounds. We talk about impact, those 2 gun rounds back to back. The way that he's been able to get his team into rounds, they've just sent him on a mission. Find us an opening kill, and we can do the rest. And they have done. Pistols out for Navi here.
I honestly believe Navi thought, with Ancient in the bag, that Nuke was where this final ended, and G2 are changing the dialogue. Looking flustered, frustrated, Electronic caught, piecing together the must-have 14.
They're doing it the hard way, G2, but they're still doing it. This is going to be quite the comeback. Remember where the scoreline's going to be at. Unless Navi can grab themselves, right? You consider the rounds they've won on this CT half as well. One of them was with a pistol. It was with the 4 spies. this situation right here, 2,400 in the next round. The buy's not going to be great. There's not going to be an AWP. They're not going to have everything they need. The scoreline should read 14-7 here. Yeah, fluff Molly, not the end of the world. Maybe.
Good for the headshots is Bit, even on the USP. Double dink. Collects just the one. Amanek didn't spot them. Oh, quick snap out of that. AK-47, Simple's Deagle starting to warm up, but only for a moment. 14 secured, couple of scary moments in there for good measure. But there has been a huge, a gargantuan swing in the momentum of this series. And the G2 fans raising the roof, they know just how close G2 are to pushing us all the way.
2 more rounds now. 14-7 the scoreline reads. Don't forget that anytime soon. Things going to slow down for a moment here. Boost into lobby, ready for some aggression, expecting a change of play here from Navi, but they're sticking to their guns. Standard setup. They have lots of space. There's been no smokes thrown. They haven't forced rotations. Right now, Navi are waiting before they can react.
Jax really pulled G2 into a 10-5 half. Now looking to set up to do what he does best. It's all based around this util, denying the information as to how many have crossed. Electronic will have no answers. Attention drawn, 3 CTs addressing this utility.
Creeping up now into main, looking likely for a top split here. It's about to gear up.
Doesn't clear his corners, and Boomich kept humble. Just the one. It's up to Perfecto, and Simple from the heavens has to find more. It's Electronic and Simple, a potent concoction of fraggers. Bit for good measure. 30 seconds, Jax is calling the site clear. Simple last spotted heaven. It's not going to be an easy plant.
Lots of gaps right now. They're giving them so much room, Navi. Ramp control, sure. Electronic has dropped towards B. He's going to be late to the party, and it is Simple at heaven. He has to wait for his teammates here. He cannot engage until Electronic is in the vent and Bit is ready towards lobby. Nexa and Jax to hold down top.
Oh, Bit catches Nexa just before he can tuck in, and Jax is not long for this world either.
0 to 100 right there. Right, it's way too quiet. It's way too quiet. G2 had no information, literally no idea on where these players were coming from. Sure, you have a good idea that maybe it's the heaven, maybe they're coming through main, but they all came in at the exact same time. So beautiful stuff from Navi on the retake there, but this is still a pressured environment. The kills didn't go their way initially, right? Traded efficiently onto the top side G2, but then they were swarmed, they were pushed, they were pressured. No timeout called here from G2. They're in a position where they can get a bit of a buy going here, so can bring out some AK, some Galils. Nexa can purchase, Amanek can do the same. This is not over just yet. Navi can't take a breather. Gonna need to continue to put these rounds together. Still no AWP for either side in this. It's gonna be a slow start again, or are they gonna change up the pace? G2 are in the driver's seat, right? They get to decide what gear they want to take this game at.
I honestly believe Navi have forgotten what it feels to be this far down on this map. This is uncharted waters for them. They need a spotless defense, Chad. Round 23.
If the context of the fact they haven't lost this map since May isn't enough, Navi are currently undefeated in the major. They have not lost a single map throughout. G2 in the grand final, looking to be the first team to do it, but Electronic says no, standing up, spamming on down. That's 1.5 kills now.
Yeah, already. Nexa operating at 46, but what's going on? He's got a knife now, just walks through the smoke. Boomich, aware. 2-man advantage, and Perfecto is ready to collect. Nexa not looking the right way, and this one petering out, ready for it. Hunter, at least finding one. Stops the record from being completely clean, and that's the end of that.
Right, we might need to take some inventory right now of the way that these last couple of gun rounds have gone. Right, we need to take stock on what's happening, because it's how we're going to theorize what G2 are going to do going forward. And Navi are having this same conversation. These slow rounds where they're giving a lot of space to Navi, not working, right? Navi are happy to sit back and take the fight. Think about the rounds where Nico ran outside and just took heads off, right? He dropped quickly onto main, he dropped in towards main, gets the top hut kill. He ran out yard, he gets an opening kill onto Simple, he continues to push the issue. So a little bit of pace is likely to come on out in the next gun round. But this is an eco, and if you're Navi, you want to get to double digits. You want to make sure you don't drop a lot and check that one out.
Rewind the stream. Watch that one again. That is something else. Yeah, Electronic is right. He's fully robotic. Bang. Oof. Jax swallows it. And one to finish the job. Well, first they aced the eco, and now they're hitting shots like this. It doesn't look like Navi are giving up Nuke without a fight.
Right now, Simple, he's taking the top of the scoreboard here. 22 kills for him, but a couple of those are those eco frags we were talking about. It's Electronic who has been the man with the plan.
Nail spray will do.
Steadies his aim, repositions, has a moment, and continues to kill them. Electronic just dancing right now, having a great time towards yard.
It's Boomic's turn as well. Amanek, the P250, and Boomich takes his dub.
This is where we see the change-up, right? There's no money right now to go for an AWP unless they want to go glass cannon. So do we still see that pace? And G2, they have been able to call on Nico towards yard. Here's this one again. Boop. Spotted. Bang. The adjustment there. Great stuff from Electronic. But do we see the pace change? And a timeout taken, the third for G2 now. Both teams after this one, they have one timeout left in the bank. Both coaches are going to get on the mic. That's also going to give Blade an opportunity to steady the ship. So far, remember, I wanted you to keep mind of that scoreline, 14-7. Now we're sitting at 14-10. How long until G2 post a round? And those nerves of knowing you could be the team to take a map off of Navi on Nuke, the first team to take a map off of Navi at the Major. It's a lot on the line here.
And you're telling me that no one in the history of 16 Counter-Strike majors has lifted the trophy without dropping a map?
This has never been done before. If Navi are able to complete this comeback, get the sweep, get the 2-0, they'll be the first team in major history to get this done. Let's make some noise! We're back in. Is there the pace change from G2 here? That's the question. Fast smokes towards yard, and of course Nico's leading the way. This fight right here could define this round. Flashing forward through the molly, he's going for it.
Oh, I don't think Electronic's ready for this. Maybe now, no, looking the wrong way. Nico's already through, and Nexa catches him. A blind spray. Nico immediately takes the space he knows Electronic occupies. That's massive.
This is so much room, Ellie. We've got a minute 30 on the clock, and he's already taken all this space. When they rotate back, if they head back towards Hell, they're going to push lobby. They're changing this one. Thinking about the boost, changing conversation. They need to make a decision now.
They know Trophy could be tested and ramp as well. Jax got a lot on his plate here on as the lobby holder, but he's got a premonition. He's aware of the potential as Nico's about to clear the site. They're not looking. Perfecto. Oh, slipping in. Jax delivers. G2 set for success, and he's still patient. Nexa does deliver onto Simple. That's the bomb. Bit. Maybe he can finish the job with the incendiary. Does they? Oh, he just pushes in, and Jax collects. They have to wait out the molly at the bare minimum, but this looks like a 15.
And they're all alive here. And look, it wasn't through Nico, but his pace, it allowed it. Nexa there from the heavens, able to open this one up, and Boomich, the only man standing. Can they find him? Can they get this kill too? Amanek, he's looking the right way, but Boomich, he course corrects with the spray. Damage, if he can, is best, but this is still 15. This is still 15 now for G2.
Wow. The G2 Samurai readies their katana to slice through not only the undefeated dreams of Navi's major lift, but also to force a third.
Mirage up next.
Mirage. And the individuals, the desk talked about it, we will have time as the final timeout is called. Blade is last 30 seconds on the mic before this concludes.
And this is where we might get the difference maker here. Simple's brought out the AWP, and that's been a big issue. If Yard continues to be pressured in that way, the AWP could change that. But they still need to stop Nico from getting the space. He's doing a great job here.
The crowd is begging for a third map. Well, let's all get ourselves onto the very edge of our seat as we see if a third is on the cards.
Or in the cards.
Yeah, well, that one, it's up for debate.
Had that conversation a couple times. But here we go, 10 seconds left of freeze time. Is it going to be that maneuver again? This is the kill that opened up the round, and almost sealed the death warrant for Navi in it. They pushed on forward. It looked desperate. You can see from Bit they're very desperate. Right? They had to go for the kills and cleaned up. But here we go again. Smoke in the air in front of Squeaky. Not going to be the fast yard play. They're actually changing things up. They might want to go either ramp or top. They're going in. There's a Mac 10 in the hands of Amanek. This might be quick.
There's a reason his sticker reads Amanek 10.
Here we go.
Here he comes, bouncing into the side. They're looking the wrong way. He will find one. Perfecto has a smoke to play around already, repels the invaders. Bit comes in, but Nico does too! Is it really happening? 2 headshots. He'd need a whole lot more. Simple catches him off and we play on. It was Simple on that AWP. Partners up with Bit as well to repel. They need 5 in a row, Chad, to keep the dream alive.
I like the calling here from G2, though. The fact that they're going for an uppercut like that, a top pop, this is the type of counter-strike you want to see. When they diverted back to the slow plays, they thought Navi would get desperate. They haven't. Now G2 can continue to do this, and Nico is hitting some absolute bangers, and of course he does. Of course he does. Well, they're still in it.
He's not giving it up.
Amanek's into a Mac 10 again, so maybe, just maybe, it's another similar pace-filled play, but Nico, again, going to make his way through yard. Hunter's found the first this time round. The domino's starting to tumble.
We slipped through. Nico, that is. Not sure if it was a secret. There was a gap in the smoke. You can see Simple is addressing the potential. A gorgeous AWP and ready to wreak havoc.
Navi batten down the hatches. G2 sub 1 minute. They know where the AWP is. They can react quickly. They can pounce towards topside now, knowing where the AWP is. This is a big fight. Electronic gets one.
He's done a lot there and now tested onto the top side, ready for Hut. Perfecto's in a prime position and Jax has gone down too. Despite the opener, Navi lock it down. 12 is found. They do not surrender.
It changed again for G2 there. They get the opening, they hit the brakes. They're expecting this aggression. Navi aren't giving it to them. They've done it one time, but now they just sit back, they wait. The clock melts on down. And G2, they do their best to break into the top side. But Electronic again, an absolute menace here. 22 kills for him, and I feel like his have been the most impactful so far. Alex on the mic, and you mentioned the last time out for Navi. This is the last time out in the server. No more now, and if Navi complete this comeback, we will have to finish this in overtime. Money broken. 3 more chances. Lost bonus, 2,900 going into the next. A half buy. And the crowd knows what this means.
Navi have to steady themselves here. It could be something a little avant-garde with just Tech 9s. A little off the beaten path.
Making it look like a gun round with this utility, but they're setting up the pincer top again. This is going to be fast. Navi, can you stop them?
Perfecto tested, he's safe, and Anti, nice catch, and averts his gaze at the perfect time. Now it's only, oh my god, Hunter! He kicks open the sight, spots Simple's toes, and oh my god! Electronic caught! Simple baits it! His leg stuck through the smoke, Simple to save them! Drive by onto Nexa, 2 frags away from G2 extending play. Hunter and Nico, how poetic! And it's Simple and Bit. Times it to perfection. And Simple sitting, no! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
That was it! That was the game!
Chad, that was it! Mirage was 1 click away! Oh my!
Unthinkable. Nico doesn't miss. Nico doesn't miss. No. Navi, they fight on. And you can see that with no timeouts. No timeouts if that's not going to shatter your morale. You knew what the difference of that kill was.
How do you not be thinking about that into round 29?
Keep it out of your mind here. 2 more chances. 2 more chances. And guess what? That was just a partial investment. Now the AKs come back out. Do it again. Do it with the guns.
Nexa got an absolute intervention from God with that catch onto Electronic.
There's no way he was aiming
never
for that
getting that
position.
again.
He's never aiming for that at all. It's the footsteps he heard. Hunter as well, 2 big kills on the way in the door, but here we go again. The onslaught of G2, it doesn't stop. Has that broken them, or do they know what's on the line here?
I'd be scared to shoot Simple in the back from now on.
They're setting up for it again. Nico towards Yard, setting up just with all this pressure towards top. You can tell they want to pop. You can tell they want to keep this pressure. The totem pole, the stack to deal with any aggression while they wait out the protocol utility. Navi set up. They've already sent 1 man towards the lower side of things. Simple in the vent with the AWP. More nades thrown, more time bought.
This would be a great time for Jax to have one of those rounds.
Can Nico be the hero again? The smoke walls are out. How does Simple respond to this? This could be the difference maker right now. Is all the information. The coast is called completely clear. Simple saw nothing. Electronic neither. They can start rotating. They can hedge their bets. Boomage Perfecto. They're locked down top. Electronic, if he can get there to help things out.
They're flustered, Chad. Just
Simple's coming
into
too.
each
They're
other.
calling the
Perfecto
bluff here.
ready
They're calling
to
the
rock
bluff.
and roll into the site already. The double delivered. Navi in hot pursuit of overtime. 1-0 to the good. And heavily, heavily hunted by G2. Locking it down. A perfect round. There's nothing left of them. Just Hunter, and he's the last to fall. A 10-5 half, Chad. A 2v2, Chad.
So limp. It's so limp right there. That Yard play. There's no presence. There's no presence whatsoever. Navi, they weren't totaled up. They had all the info. They knew it was clear. They had 4 players towards topside to lock that down. They're the ones under all the pressure here. They're the ones who have to take this to overtime. The guns are out. It's the last chance saloon for G2 now. The MAC-10 for Amanek. Nexa into the Galil. The AKs for the rest. Navi strapped to the good. AKs are plenty. Electronic taking a risk. Heavy Yard straight towards Secret. And again, they've been able to get on in with some early space.
All of this funny business with a wall of smokes is redundant now.
But the thing is, they've tested top so many times that maybe, just maybe, they want to try ramp. And if they do, Simple's there now. Simple's there now with the AWP.
Looking for his second 30 bomb. Into
coming.
grand finals, and already affixes another to the wall.
They're not stopping.
They do accelerate. He acknowledges. Tucks on in. Ramp is lost. Rotations are around. Navi 4 frags away from securing OT, and Bit doesn't miss. 2 headshots. G2 counting on Nico and Nexa. Anything left? A stylish one out of Perfecto. Nico. He's going to be pushed to OT, or can he claw something out? The 2 to go! Nikola Kovac looking to secure an ace clutch. $17 bullets in that AK-47, yet too low, but he has relocated. Simple acknowledging that potential. You have to react to that door. Simple swings it open, he's got the bomb in his hands! He has to plant! Simple finds him, and we go overtime! Unbelievable scenes in the Avicii Arena! Navi do not surrender, and Nuke remains undefeated for now. What can you say about that one, Chad Birchall? What can you say about that one? A 10-5 half, 15 to 10.
Look, You see a round like that starting and you think he's got it. You think he has it. You have Nico, who's been heating up, who's been the man to open up these rounds for G2.
I mean, they wouldn't be there without him.
And with the chips were down, that moment, that was magnificent, the way he just kept his cool, kept his calm. Simple calls the bluff in that final moment and rips it out of him. Just absolutely rips it out of him. As we take a breath, as we take a moment before we get this overtime underway. MR3, 10K. Financial decisions, they're going to play a big factor this time round. Remember, I wanted you guys to keep in mind the scoreline. 14-7 is where this game lied. It was in G2's hands. It was all theirs to take, and Navi, they brought it back all the way to overtime now.
That is some resilience. Just keeping a cool head on your shoulders in the face of adversity. And now, slate wipe clean. None of that playing from the back foot vibe that Navi have been living in.
I want to wait till we're back underway here before we start talking too much. Don't want to talk too much strategy while we have a tech pause. As we take a moment, Stockholm. The world is watching right now, and we're all here for one thing. The love of Counter-Strike. I want you to let the world hear us.
Brazilians, Danes, Americans, Russians, Ukrainians. I've seen so many people from around the world, all in attendance, to watch this game played at the highest level. Well, it honestly has not been better than this. Navi, this is seen as their major. Repeated LAN successes on the build-up and lead-up.
In case you stopped watching over the last 2 years, this is our third LAN in 2 years, the first with a crowd. Those other two, these exact two teams, Navi versus G2, time and time again. And Navi haven't dropped a single map over those three finals. Right now, history could be made. And we're gonna have to settle this in overtime. Here we go, we're getting this one back underway. 15-15, the Orbs back out, and the man with the plan, Simple, ripped the heart out of all G2 fans with this one. What a shot from Nico, and this was it through the smoke, and here we go.
Show that clip to your mother that says it's just a video game.
Got some questions for G2 right now. They look stumped for their T-side approach. It was almost done and dusted. Nico again, how much has that shattered him? Does he have anything left in the tank right now? Does he have anything left to give? Towards Yard needs to continue with these openings. Smokes drop. Simple, the man who ruined it in the last, on the other side of things, pushing on up. And there it is, Nico denies him this time round.
Nothing for Simple to contribute into our first round of overtime. Boomich dispatched to fill that gap. They can go anywhere with this, Chad.
Pressure's coming. Boomich is lower, but it is looking like they want to turn their attention towards heaven and hell. The yard crawl, it's a standard play. Nico, he's grabbed the AWP, and they're going to mantle their way up. They have to push lobby, but nobody's home. It's so passive right now from Nexa. This is looking great for G2.
They will take lobby in response to the loss of Yard, but
he's going to hear that. He's going to hear the footsteps.
Building a mental picture as to where the four remain.
But look at the gamble. The gamble's towards ramp.
And they parked the bus.
They've just juked them here. Before G2, they went lower, right? They lost the round to their pistols. This time round, they're looking to go top. Aminet can come into main with the bomb.
Flash for good measure.
This is it. They're going to get in for free. Navi might just be saving in this situation. I know it seems crazy to say, but the first round of overtime might end with a save.
Sure. A gamble. I guess it makes sense, right? 10K.
Yeah, you have to take a couple of these emissions here as far as the aggression goes. The bomb's going to go down. The 40-second time is going to start. But to G2, they're the ones now in the driver's seat. If they want to hunt, if they want to look for these guns, they can actually throw a couple of bodies their way.
And it's not going to be hard to guess where they might be. Navi talking this one through to maintain the heavy investments they have made. Don't forget Simple's AWP lies idle now towards Secret. That's a heavy cost.
No, no, no. Nico's picked that one up. This is completely denied. They can't get this back. Nico, by picking this up, not only did he guarantee safe passage towards heaven, he's made it so that Navi can't get that back. And it's the most expensive gun in this situation. They're denied the AWP. If you're G2, you don't even have to use it in the next round. You can leave it in spawn. All you're doing here is denying this from Simple. You're putting more pressure on them. And G2 with 1 kill. The titans of the server go toe-to-toe, and Nico takes him down this time. Bittersweet considering where we could have been, but now, first round for G2, and I was worried about them being stumped. He's getting spammed through the smoke. He's waited for exactly that.
Stunned. Simple. Stunned.
He's got him back the AWP. That save is going to be worth its weight in gold as we move forward here. But did G2 have any more answers, or is it more of the same? Nico again back towards Yard. Simple the same. Electronic forward this time round, and this could be the fight again.
I think he spotted him. Simple operating under that assumption as well.
But Electronic's here. He's close. They have to clear him.
Oh, he can swing on the box. He certainly can, but they don't look the right way. A quick trade. 4v4 quickly becomes 3v2. This is insane. Hunter dead to the nade.
No Nexa was Yard. They're picking up the AWP again here, boosting towards the heavens, trying to get back some real estate space taken. Amanek wielding the big green. Bits already towards the lower. Window broken, no sound cue required. Lots of time right now. Over a minute left on the clock to piece this one together for G2. 2-on-3 situation, and this would just be a huge round now for G2. Navi would be shell-shocked. Again towards the heavens.
2-0 setup. And that will indicate their intention. A one-way boomage is angle redundant. Perfecto, quite the opposite. Do they have the presence of mind to check this close left? It's never cleared. Paranoid about all the other options. He's turned it, and he's got all the time in the world for this spray. One frag away from Navi returning the favor, and that will do nicely.
Spicy there for a moment. They pieced that one together nicely, and Perfecto even fluffed the spam right there. You can see the pressure. It is getting to the individuals in the server. We're back at a level scoreline of 16-16. Simple gets his AWP again.
I think it's time you found your voices. This is the business end of overtime.
Rinse and repeat, it's all they have to offer here, this yard space. They just have to continue to take it. Variations of smoke walls. Nico again fast on this. Nade to slow him down. He swallows that. 56 points of health.
Oh, he's loud about it. Fully blind, but he's just navigated away from Electronic. Nico, you're not going to be ready for this. Not at all. Electronic opens up Navi's account for a 17th here on their last defensive round.
They've gambled. They have so many players towards lower right now. Navi just dropped on down towards lower, and they're leaving Bit. Boomich is rotating away, but all 4 players are down Secret.
G2 are walking into the Lion's Den.
They have enough nades to make this one work, but the surprise factor, that could be the difference maker. What corners are they going to clear? The doors wide open. Decon side, that's the choice. Space being taken, head spotted, Bit. Hunter's down, 3 to find.
17 looms, Navi.
This is a power position for Boomich here. He can shut this down himself.
Running out of options. Smoke down. Counter molly. Plenty of time. Amanek slipping out. He's actually managed to evade them. And he will open up. Oh, Boomich finished off. It's just Nexa and Jax. Bomb on their backs. And Bit, Molotov'd out, a nice sequence. They'd need another though, and Simple. Opting for the Deagle, the AWP would be fit for purpose. He's ready for both.
Time's a problem now. G2 need to make a decision. They have to take a fight.
He's so lucky. He's trying to plant.
Bomb
Simple.
denied.
Oh, he misses! But the bomb didn't go down. And Navi will take a 2-1 defensive half.
Oof. Moments there, it could all go wrong. G2 posturing, they're looking dangerous. Some great shooting right there and some reserved play from Navi. Gets them the lead at the half here. Two more rounds for Navi. It's all they need. 1 to secure double overtime. 2 to get this one done and keep that clean sheet.
and in record-breaking fashion.
It was a great CT half from G2. We probably all forgot about that. It feels like a lifetime ago now. They were able to deal with a lot of the yard crawls. They forced the hand of Navi. They pushed Navi into top site plays. Now it's the mind games. Do we start there? Do we go back to yard? Do we go back to top? And what are G2 thinking? What's their call? No more timeouts, nothing left. No discussions to be had, and here we go.
Oh, Electronic knocks AMAIXO for 6. That was the AWP. Aggressive as ever, trying to look over the smokes. Now forced to watch as Navi could be 4 frags away from securing double overtime at a minimum.
Gap again here for Nico to work with towards main. With AMAIXO down, it all falls to him. He's done it before. Navi are posturing back towards lobby, but remember Jax? Remember Jax's aggression here. You can see that in the back of the mind right now with the Navi players. They are so timid in lobby. So many little jiggles, micro movements here in case Jax pushes. Electronic is still down towards the lower side of things. Hunter tucking in towards the CT vent. Jax now posturing forward again.
Smokes sail through the sky as we reach our 60-second mark. G2 are on the back foot still.
This is pushing ramp. Aggression here, that's the answer.
On the fade, Perfecto delivers a compulsory frag. Jax, the whole top site hinging on his aggressions. Nico at least delivers a counter headshot of his own. Very divided here from Navi, a 2-2 split. And make it 3 now. Boomich joins the pack. 25 and counting. They have to get that bomb down, and the bodies are dropping like flies. G2 fall. And their metal truly tested.
That's 18. Nico, unless he's about to win a showstopper 1-on-3, he can go for it. He has money to do so. He should give this one a crack.
Picks up the kit.
It doesn't look like he's ready for this. He's given it a go.
Bomb already half gone. Giving it a look. 3 members of Navi, they don't let these rounds slip away. Oh, and Simple gives him the Nico treatment. A quick headshot to the dome, and 1 round away, ladies and gentlemen. 1 round away from Simple's first major trophy.
They were down and out 14-7. G2 came to play on Nuke, but now Navi, 1 round away. A prolific name in Counter-Strike. Yet to win a major, and this could be their very first.
The first Counter-Strike major trophy in their gorgeous trophy room.
Turning their attention towards top again. They need to lock this down, G2. They need to stop them at the door. This top setup, it's been hit and miss, but you can't miss now.
Every decision these players make is make or break.
Aggression here from AMAIXO again with the AWP taking space. It's been a recipe for success. U2 lined up for the top hit again, and Simple with some marching orders. Pressure applied here. Information gathered, and Nexa going to continue forward. Deep molly and just all this lobby pressure. That's what they're banking on. That's what they're hoping for. It's coming.
And it's Jax and the lobby aggression who just doesn't seem to feel an ounce of pressure. AMAIXO posted up aggressive. He wasn't spotted, but Jax might have to react. He pushes in. Simple's waiting. It's up to Hunter, and he's delivered when it matters. Simple was low. Bomb was spotted. Electronic partners up with him. Back turned, and Hunter continues to defend his honor. 3 frags. G2 battling to extend play.
Arrow spotted, that's a kill. 3 to find, there's no way.
He's not going to let it happen again. Neither's AMAIXO. G2 now 1 round away from forcing.
There's no answer to this top aggression. There wasn't an answer in the first half for Navi. There's not an answer now in overtime. That's where the pressure is coming. All the push, all the aggression. It's Jax again, the unlikely hero of this CT side, and he has had to be exactly that. Navi, the guns are out. It's the final round of play here for the first overtime. 18-18, and we do it all again. But if Navi go for more of the same, G2 have the answer. G2 have their number, and Amanek, he has some information. One spotted, flashback. Plenty of smokes in this time round. A lot more of a force towards Yard. Electronics across. They have that space. The bullet shy and territory given, but Navi, it's only Electronic. It's only the one man, and Jax is here again.
His judgment has been so good. Choosing when to push, when to wait. Simple did get him last time. Ooh, kept humble. They could come for him on the end of the smoke, but no, he drops it. And that will shave 20 seconds off of the clock.
They're heading ramp. It's on Nexa now. There's going to be a lot of pressure here.
Tight angle. He's ahead of both. No, just the first flash. He has to accept defeat, forgo control. Nico's available for this low side commit. Boomich to arrive late.
They've forced the rotations now. They've really softened up this top side. If they head back towards top, it could be the master call, but looks like they're hedging their bets towards ramp here. U2 is very light on. A flash and a molly is all they have to work with. They need to do this with bullets.
Electronic calls it clear. He's got so much control in the control room. It's just Nico. And the door swings open to draw his gaze. 30 seconds. Nico looking to activate. Takes all three! He wants to go again! And so does Electronic, but that's surely it! G2 return the favor, and we go overtime number 2.
Not giving up, not letting this one go. No, 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 G2. Denied there through Nico. What a massive 3K to lock this one down. You can see stoic as ever. Not happy about that one. Job's not done.
He's just doing his job. It's him at 29 and his cousin joining this and joining forces. 30 frags each.
Both teams are really struggling on the T side to find answers. It might have to be the clean sweep on the CT side. It might have to be all 3 rounds, but this is great. The pressure was mounting. They did exactly what they wanted. They forced all the rotations, but the false information there of Electronic to the coast was clear. Here we go again, back underway, 18-18. Keep track of this one as Navi scratch their head for answers. There's no coaches being able to chime in. The in-game leaders are Boomich and Nexa need to do this on their lonesome here. Nico aggression.
And it's Nexa. He puts his name in the feed. He's pushing. Oh, they all are! Look at this aggression! Simple to try and clean up. Trying to get something, and he has pulled it back. Oh no! Bit explodes into the top site. It looked brilliant for G2, but the counter from Bit, a double.
They need to deal with Amanek. The bomb's still over towards lobby. If they don't get Amanek, they can't get into top. And that is while Nico's taking space.
Everything's in the balance, and there's the bomb drop. Amanek does it all for G2. Unbelievable scenes. He finds his voice when it matters most. This dude, a gaping chasm between him and his teammates. But those 3 put the first of this second overtime on the board, and look at this. This could have gone wrong in so many ways. It was just Nico and Amanek up against 3, and he doesn't even need the help.
You're right, those 3 could matter the most right there. Because Navi, what are you meant to do? They're just going to keep pushing you. They're going to keep taking the fight, and you can't stop them. Squeaky open, molly in, same play. Spam on through, bullets exchange, Hunter down to 24 HP, and it heats up early as they're looking for the gaps. They want to pip them. They need something to work with. Bit, he's through. He's down the vent. They've gotten the space that they wanted here. Electronic across Yard as well, responding to this. G2 are trying to scramble across the map. They've lost so much space. Secret and vent no longer theirs. Perfect for Navi now, but can they capitalize?
Damage has been inflicted across the board, even exchange. 24 for Hunter. Still
really
70 seconds,
again.
They might just walk in.
Spotted!
Oh, Nico caught out, pantsed publicly. Nexa 2. They can surely just wrap into this site. Jax has been brilliant for him. They know he's always lingering in this hut. He's ahead of the flash. It's up to Perfecto as well to juke it out with him. He's kept him honest, but they are swarming into his site, but he's got Hunter to rely upon. Caught out now, and they know where he is. Navi with a response of their own.
Amanek with the AWP right now. We go to him to save in this environment, a 1-on-4. He had a massive round last time, but this would be something else. Trained in, 1 herd, 1 take, and Perfecto down. That should be the round. Simple now, sniffing him out. Amanek looks aware, walks into the line as side barrel spotted. Amanek misses, and that's going to be it. Simple removes the AWP, and we're keeping things level again. Remember the way these halves have gone in OT. Is the T side where we've been having troubles for both of these teams. If Navi can grab 2, that could be the secret to the success here. The AWP back out for Amanek. There's 1 defuse kit port. That's on Jax. Let's remember that as we move into this round.
Already Electronic. He's been brought low. Could be brought a whole lot lower.
Entrance past. They pass it in the smoke here. The timing on this. They're coming in.
This is fast from Navi. Bursting into the site, and already the bodies are dropping. G2 needs something. Simple denies, and 20 is found. G2 disintegrate. Advantage Navi.
We've been here before, and here we are again. 2 more rounds required for Navi, and now they flip onto that CT side. How much left do G2 have? You know, at this point, what's left in the tank? Is there any gas remaining? They're calling on their individuals to step up in magic moments, and they've all had a magic moment.
Make your adjustments. Get that mouse pad right. Get that headset tight. Oh. Delightful. Look how much it means to them. They are minutes away from realizing a lifelong dream. Simple dedicated his whole life. Every player on Navi dedicated their life and all of their free time to this video game, and now to do what oh so few have done. Can G2 voice any concerns, or will the undefeated Navi major run really materialize?
They're about to test Bit, the rookie.
He's a god, though. He's a god. You can't trifle with him. They're gonna try. Drops his nades and drops away. No, he wants to fight. He's got the support of Simple. It's Electronic elsewhere. The lurk is cancelled. It's just Ramp. All of G2 in this hurt locker now.
They're dropping down. They're going into Bid, and Bubic is here as well. They lock them on down. It's just Amanek.
This is surely it. 21 looms. It's only Amanek. And that's secured. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. The final round of Counter-Strike of PGL Stockholm Major 2021. Simple can almost feel it. 38 frags and counting for him. Sasha Kostiliev at the top of the scoreboard, pulling Navi to their first major trophy in Counter-Strike. Oh, Nico swallows 2, but he still hands a headshot out. Electronic's the first to fall. They'll have to do this the hard way.
He's done this before in Yard on low HP. He's been able to get multiple kills, and now the smokes are through the sky. About to bloom. Takes his time, and the cavalry are coming. The smoke's going to fade, and Simple is here. He's taken out Jax.
He wants it. He might just do it. Time ticking. A missing smoke.
That's
Surely you don't test
the
him.
bomb.
Surely you don't test him. He spots the bomb Yard.
They're isolated right now from one another, G2. There's 2 down Secret, and there's 2 Maroon towards Lobby. They've used a lot of utility, but they don't have space. They don't know what they're working with. It's a 4-on-4, and Simple's rotated back. Bit's already lower. How do you get down? Is it a vent to top? Is it a draw the rotation? There's 50 seconds. The bomb couldn't get across. They need to hope they can deal with Bit to force the rotation.
They're improvising for everything. All the marbles. From 14-7 to G2. All the way to 21-19.
It's a 2-2 split for both of them. Simple's down towards B as well now. They're locking down either side, just playing a 2-2. Bullet shot top, 25 seconds. This is it, G2. It's do or die.
He's gotten across at the bare minimum. 2 players to defend. Nico has already found a frag on this low HP. He'd need another though. Bit.
10 seconds, neither plan. That's
oh
the
no!
bomb. That's
it's falling apart!
That's gonna be
it! It's only Nico, there's no time! He just has to watch that clock tick down! This is it! Navi have taken the major! A lifelong dream. They found the right team. The constellation of 5 remember their names. Perfecto, Boomage, Electronic, Bit. And you'll never forget his name, Simple, with his first.
History's been made today. History's been made. Undefeated in a CSGO major. Not a single map dropped, and they were pushed, they were tested. Navi.
What a fight out of G2. This close. That shot. That shot. You take a shot at the GOAT, you best not miss. Stockholm, stand up and celebrate because you're champions of the PGL Major Stockholm 2021. It's Navi!
É, galerinha, a Navi levou, hein? Beijo. Salve, tamo junto e parabéns por cima.